Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Something Wicked This Way Comes, your favorite Tuesday night modern D&D in a dragon-themed tavern. Yes, I got even more specialized, Reg. I'm I'm going to find a niche and I'm going to corner it. It's going to be ours. Modern D&D, check. Dragon-themed tavern, check. Internet-based, check. I defy you to find another one. So we are ipso facto the best. Welcome to our show. You may notice down in that lower left corner there that there is someone missing. She's running a bit late last night doing her civic duty at a city council meeting. Exciting. Not for her, but she's doing what she needs to do, so she'll be joining us a bit later. In the meantime, let's go through some announcements and then we'll get down to tonight's story. So, as usual, join us on Discord so that. My glasses aren't on. It looked like Fire said no call. It says no Callie. But now I think she knows. Uh, so join us on Discord so that you can follow the adventures of these people, talk to us in the group chat after, and get recruited for other games that we do because some of the games have set casts and some of them don't. Like, for example, Wednesday Night Fiascos and Jackbox. That's very much open. One shots, when we do them on Fridays, those casts are open. And the only way to get into those games is to be on our Discord because that's where they get announced. Tomorrow night, Jackbox TV, hosted by myself and Reardon. Sober Reardon, but still Reardon. Should be a good time. We'll be playing some games with you guys, chatting with you guys, and trying some new stuff out. So look for that. Should be fun. Friday night, the return of Dungeon Maya to the Web of Lies DM chair. That'll be a good time. We can see where we pick up after Kenny's interview and the repercussions and his concert and all of that fun stuff. Then Saturday, our extra special epic Drunken Dread at Coffee Shop of Horrors. Tell all your friends to tune in. Tell your family to tune in. Tell your pets to tune in. Make up accounts for people and make them tune in. We're going to be giving away cool stuff. We're going to be telling a great story. It's the end of season 1. You're going to find out who the antagonist is and other great secrets, some surprises. Billy's got a fun night planned out for us. It starts an hour later, 10 Eastern, because Coffee Shop is going to close so that we don't have any background noise on set. People are welcome to stay and drink with us. They just can't play games on their own and have side conversations. So that's going to be awesome. And then we loop around to Monday for Chosen Family. The Chosen Family has been recruiting allies in their final battle with the Dragon Messiah and Z's nemesis Greyer Turin, the evil artificer. So the question becomes, have they recruited enough? The answer is probably no, so there'll be more recruiting in their future. And where is Nosarag? He's gone into hiding after some fairly traumatic events to him. Can he be rallied in time for the final battle? Tune in on Monday to find out. But now let's get down to tonight's story. When we last left our heroes, they managed to cover a lot of ground in a single episode. They went to the Feywild, where Zuki and Nick each got some different information. Nick did not get the information that he wanted, thought he was bargaining from a position of strength, but the Fey seemed to think differently, and so instead he settled for learning courtly manners, which he did fairly well, apparently. Though he didn't care enough to teach them properly to Zuki later on. Zuki, meanwhile, met with her dad and her mom, who was still in a coma, and something happened that made her mom stir somewhat, though still remaining unconscious. She and her father tried to figure it out, eventually deciding to turn to Malmarathir for help, which pissed everybody off, and I mean everybody. All the players, the NPCs, the audience, everybody hates that guy. I mean, raise your hand if you like that guy. I'm now looking in the chat to see if any hands are raised. No. There we go. So, yeah, he did not make any new friends, may have alienated some old ones, and only sort of helped. But Zuki has one question in reserve that he has agreed to answer, and she left it hanging because he wasn't really giving helpful answers, so she told him where to go. And then they returned home. Meanwhile, Reg, Keel, and Zephyr decided to do the magical equivalent of war driving, riding around with the crystal looking for magical hotspots that signaled weaknesses in the fabric of reality. And they found that many of these hotspots coincided with places either at or near where they encountered the weird spectral creatures. And Keel noticed that he was in tune with their energy to such a degree that he could see little tendrils of energy, either dark or light, depending on the creature that they faced, trailing off. And they began following these tendrils and starting to look for places of instability. The group gathered back at the Plastered Dragon and discussed all of this and then headed on to headquarters, which was starting to shape up. Zephyr's dad had been fairly busy. They had a somewhat nice and too descriptive dinner that made everybody hungry, courtesy of Zephyr's mom, Yun. And Nicholas did not make a good second impression on her, even though he worked really hard on the dishes. And everybody turned in that night, rested, a little ill at ease because of the conflict at dinner. Zephyr thought that it was nice to have it turned onto someone else until his mom brought up his therapist, and then everything just came crashing back down again. The next day, everyone went their separate ways to accomplish personal goals. Nick went to Mom to find out why nobody liked him, and ended up communing with a celestial being that had advised and watched over his father, and once let into his mind, creeped him out. And now he's not sure he wanted to let it into his mind, but it's there now, and who knows what that's going to do to him. Zephyr did some meditation and worked on his motorcycle. Reg went back to Zardlev's Oddities and Curios only to find Zardlev was not there. But his cousin was. His cousin, who had a strangely Upper Peninsula sort of accent, did not sound like he came from the same East European place as Zardlev. Must be a distant cousin. The fact that he was wearing a dark suit and mirrored glasses reminiscent of a Ben agent was purely a coincidence. And speaking of Ben agents, Keel now is one, as Danny, his friend in Ben, put on the hard sell to recruit him since their numbers were somewhat decimated from the explosion. And that probably goes by the literal definition of decimated, where they were reduced to 1/10. And so Keel, wanting to follow in his father's footsteps and wanting to change things from within, accepted the job and showed up at dinner on Friday night wearing his Ben mirrored shades, forgetting that it's not really cool but rather douchey to wear sunglasses indoors. And got hassled a little bit about it. And our episode ended with Keel talking to Danny on the phone about the missing Zardlev and what might have happened to him. And that is where we left our heroes. So we pick up now after that conversation and after dinner. Anybody want to do anything before turning in for the night? I'm assuming all of you have discussed the fact that Danny said he was going to look into things as best he could without triggering any sensors or what have you.
Zephyr actually is going to take out his phone and turn it on and send out a quick text
to
Dee Dee.
Oh.
And what's the dress code for our party on Saturday? Send.
You get a message back that says dress code ? And a winky and a smiley with heart eyes, and then one with the laugh with the tears, and then the sideways head with the tears.
Okay. Thanks.
Can't wait to see you. And then like a drink
Send.
emoji, a dance emoji, and a disco ball emoji. Dee Dee is a little extra.
Yeah, I put a thumbs up emoji as if I have any clue what it is I'm supposed to wear now.
Excellent. That's fantastic. Anybody else doing anything before turning in for the night?
I don't think any of us could follow that.
That seems like a good end to Friday, doesn't it?
does.
All right. I'm assuming that you all turn in your usual places. Reg taking the comfy armchair in spite of the dirty looks he gets from Yoon.
Yes.
Not dirty, the poofy. I don't know why I said dirty. It would not be dirty in Yoon's house. Everything is immaculate,
Especially those dishes.
especially those dishes. It's like museum. Those dishes are so clean you could eat off them.
Literally.
Ah.
I see what you did there.
Where's that husky gift that you like to send out, Billy?
Ah,
All right, so everybody turns in, has a decent night's sleep. You are in a fairly safe place. Nobody attacks. Nothing bad happens that you know of. So we wake up, and we can wake up in whatever order you feel like on Saturday, and you'll have some time during the day to go out and do stuff before the party. And Reg and Nick, you'll have some time to think about what you guys want to do while the party is going on, because I can't imagine that you are going to just sit at home watching Netflix while the youngins are out partying.
No, I actually have a field trip that I'd like to take my good friend Nicholas on.
Oh, I look forward to hearing about that.
it's called Memory Lane.
Yes, it is.
All right. Well, I can start us off. I imagine that we all convene for breakfast in the morning,
Yes.
and
Well, early afternoon maybe, but
Well, everybody but Zephyr is up for breakfast.
everyone but Zephyr. I just realized, gents, that I was supposed to go have a meeting with Keel's boss, which I totally flaked on. And I'm going to be honest, had I remembered, I probably still would have flaked on it. But now that you're working for the man, I feel like I should at least make an appearance. So I think that's my morning. Is anyone headed downtown who would like to accompany me?
That'd be great.
Hmm?
If
Yeah,
Gio wants to go.
If you guys are looking for company, I'd be more than happy to go.
Boys' Day.
So everybody but Zephyr is heading into town, and nobody
Yeah.
thinks to wake him up because
Oh, I will.
There's
This will be fun.
Zephyr. It's like 9. There's a knock on your door.
No, there's not.
Oh, you just walk in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Open the door.
Are you stealthing in then?
I'm
lying
stealthing-
there in all my morning glory.
I'm stealthing in. Do I need to roll a stealth check? Or I'm trying to
No.
break it.
No,
Yeah.
you don't need to roll a stealth check. He's generally doesn't stir till around 11. So
Oi, Zephyr, it's me, Dee Dee. It's time to wake up, Zephyr.
I'm drooling out of the side of my mouth, I'm guessing right now.
probably.
And I hear the voice and my eyes pop wide open with the deer in the headlights look.
Well, good morning there, sunshine. Me and the other boys are going to take a little trip downtown. We didn't know if you'd like to join us.
Where are you going?
Oh, that was lovely. We are just headed. I have to go speak to the Ben agents, the ones that you and Nick already spoke to. But you don't have to do that. You could always just go downtown and get food and do whatever.
Well, I guess I'll tag along.
All right, Zephyr, the year is 2018. You've been asleep for 3 months. When you get up, shave your beard and then meet us downstairs, all right?
And I'm just completely confused without any facial hair to speak of.
Right.
And I'll be down in a second.
It's not even
And
clear
close the
that
door.
Zephyr can actually grow facial hair.
I get up and
That combo of Asian and Elven genes
just isn't very successful.
does not create the most manly of beards.
All right, I get up and in my Superman underwear and go into the bathroom and spruce up a bit and head back into the room and get dressed.
All right.
Head downstairs.
What seems like a long time because, he's still young and so he primps a bit. He comes down, dressed reasonably put together. Got
I
his
have a bowl
guitar.
of cereal waiting for him.
Captain Crunch.
With crunch berries.
Crunch berries. Oh! Yeah. I kind of knew.
Gotta be Crunch.
Did you leave the box on the table and so I can read it while I'm eating?
Yeah. Just the back of it.
Okay.
It's already turned to the back. Yeah.
When Garrison returns, we need to do another cereal night, don't we?
Me too. Me too.
All right.
Yeah.
So you guys gather together. Zephyr wolfs down a bowl full of cereal. And
I also do the little maze that's on the back of the box.
how long does it take you?
Oh, I'm really good at these.
You're good at those
Probably
mazes?
would take, like
I-
no time at all, like 5 minutes.
I turn to Nick. And I say, should we tell him that like every morning he does the same maze? Like, should we bring this up or just let him have it? All right.
Okay, I finish up.
Finally, close to 10:30 or so, you guys are ready to head out for the day. And you pile into the battle van. Dun, 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 digga, digga, digga. There are 4 of you, so.
Total A team.
And-
As long as I get a B.
And one of you is a planner, one of you is the muscle, one of you is the pretty boy, and one of you is the wild card. You guys, without Zuki here, you kind of are the A team. You really are, now that I think about it.
Which
So my
one's
face-
which?
I'm face. I call face.
Yeah, that was kind of the assignment that I went for. Keel is Mr. T. Reg is Hannibal, without a doubt. And Nick is Murdoch.
You know how well that just completely fits?
It
totally
it does. And do you know how completely lost the majority of our audience is right now? I mean, even Keel is probably a little bit lost.
I just pity the fool.
Yeah, baby.
I don't think I'm gonna be able to picture Keel without like a gold chain at least, like one gold.
So you're saying when Maya does the character art for the party, she needs to do like an A-team D&D mashup?
Yes,
So Reg has a cigar.
it's exactly like the A-team van, except a giant cockroach on the side. Like,
That's kind of perfect. All right. So you guys head downtown. And I'm imagining that we drop Reg off somewhere within walking distance of the Ben headquarters, and then you go find someplace in town to park. Yes?
Definitely.
Keel, are you going to accompany him? Or are you
Reggie,
going to
did
go?
you want to go with? Did you want me to go with?
you are more than welcome to come with me, but I cannot promise you I will be on my best behavior. So you may not want to be associated with me by proxy. I mean, I don't like authority, and this place, these people scream authority, and so I don't know whether to go get donuts and play this like genteel, or I don't know. So it is up to you.
No, in talking with, Big Boss over there, whatever, I can't even remember his name. Brown,
Director Brown?
Director Brown.
Oh.
He's a no nonsense guy.
What can
I don't
Brown
think
do
donuts
for
would go
you?
over well.
Yeah, that's fine. Everyone who knows me knows that I'm no nonsense.
What could possibly go wrong?
Well, we might as well go in numbers just in case. So I'll stick with the Ridge.
Oh, that sounds good to
All
me.
right.
Boys, what are you doing?
I'm going to go drive for a little bit.
You're going to drive the van?
Yeah, is that okay?
Keel, how do you feel about that?
I mean, the thing's a beater anyway. There's not much worse he can do. So sure.
I got a license.
It's a
Nicholas,
motorcycle license, even.
Yeah.
Nicholas, I need you to go do a couple of things. I need you to make sure you have a nice set of clothes to wear for this evening, and to go get us about $100 in ones, fives, and tens.
Oh, so the thing again.
I'm taking you on a little trip tonight while the boys go to their party.
Ones, fives, and tens. A Duke's mixture, or do you have like a higher quantity of fives to ten? What's the ratio of?
Just surprise me, but a nice shirt, maybe like something nice, not like a t-shirt. Like,
Got it. Can
Okay.
do.
what?
All right, you want me to go now?
If you want to, it's just as long as you have it for tonight.
Here, I'll take you. Let's go.
Wait, what?
Come on, I'll take you.
We're going on a shopping trip. What?
Yeah,
I feel like a pretty woman already. Let's go.
let's do it.
Woof.
All right. Woof.
All right.
So I walk. What does the new Ben headquarters look like?
It looks like a really fancy RV. Like a high-tech fancy RV.
Well, Keel, your company has spared no expense. So I know normally the rule is you can't take a number 2 in the RV. You have to go. Is there a restroom outside? Is it bigger on the inside?
Shut
I knew
up.
someone. Okay.
Just
I'm sorry. I'm getting it out now. I'm trying to get it out now.
Are you in uniform, Keel?
no, I'm actually not.
Yeah, it's the weekend. I would imagine you have your ID with you, though.
Yes.
And you flash it at the door. They let you in.
I flash my library card.
And that is for...
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought we were just showing cards. No, I'm here to speak with Director Brown.
Yes, we were told to expect you yesterday.
I'm so sorry. There was a miscommunication. Now, Director Brown, is there anyone above him, or he is like the man?
He is in charge of this field office.
I was just wondering if Director Brown was number 1 or number 2. He's no, okay. This field office, good. Yes. If you would let him know that I am here, fashionably late.
You can go on in.
Thank you. We walk in. Is it bigger on the inside? Is it just a large RV?
It's just a large RV.
Okay. All right. Well, I sit down in a chair.
You're a it's almost like you know the fancy campaign buses with little sections in it and stuff.
Ooh. Okay.
And so you're escorted to a section in the back where there's a table. A man in a suit asks if he can bring you some coffee.
Yes, please. I will take some coffee. That would be great.
Yes, and
Two cream, 1 sugar.
very good, sir. Very good. Comes back with a cup of coffee, 2 cream, 1 sugar. Tastes actually like a reasonable coffee, not like the fanciest coffee you've ever had, but definitely not like budget coffee.
Yeah, there's been some improvements already.
You have this. You have the sense that they actually grind their own beans, sort of a thing.
Keel, if they keep this up, I may ask for a job myself. This is really good.
I don't know if they'd bring you on.
Oh, come on. Yeah, they will. They love me.
No, actually, I believe we prefer to keep you in your adjunct capacity, Mr. Kincaid. I apologize for keeping you waiting. Director Brown.
Yeah.
And he holds out his hand.
Mr. Brown, Director Brown, thank you so much. I'm sorry that I wasn't available yesterday. Needs must when the devil drives. So,
And
but I am here now.
it is a bit on the nose, but Director Brown is African American.
Yeah. Oh, all
Just
right.
in case Reg was trying to think of any more inappropriate jokes, I thought I'd lay that out there for you.
He's
Biting his
Idris
tongue
Elba.
hard. Yes.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice one. I like
Good pull.
that.
Yeah.
Like Idris Elba
Well-
in The Office. That version of Idris Elba as opposed to Heimdall.
Oh. Okay, there you are.
So,
So he looks like my ex-husband.
kinda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Good firm
well-
handshake. Sits down opposite you.
How can I help you, Director?
Thank you for coming in. I do appreciate it. Keel here has been telling me a bit more about what's been going on. I'd like to get your take on things. I understand you were not happy with the way that I treated your friends, but I need you to understand something before we start.
Okay.
My people are paramount to me. I have lost many of them. There is a threat to our organization. I do not know if that threat is specifically targeted at us or if we are collateral damage in something larger, but I will stop at nothing and I will spare no one's feelings or emotions to get to the truth.
I understand that. I would counter that you, and by proxy, your organization, is in a delicate space right now and probably can't afford to lose allies and friendships. So I understand wanting to protect your people, and I understand wanting to go to any lengths to protect your ipso facto family. However, this is my family. So with the same level of dedication and gumption of which you set forth today, I'm going to set forth with that same level. And we were there when the building collapsed. I mean, I assume you have eyes and ears everywhere. We helped rescue people out of the building.
Yes, that is the accounts that I have come to learn.
All right.
He says, I believe we understand each other. And he reaches down and he slaps a fairly large file folder on the table.
That's a very large file folder.
Yes, yes, it is. It is a record of your exploits in the service of this agency as a freelance operative and in the service of our sister organization across the pond.
Mm.
And the interesting thread that runs through it is that of effectiveness, but of snark and insubordination.
Is that written there? I'm actually kind of proud of it. Can I see where it's written there? Is it multiple times?
Let us just call it a through line, shall we?
Yes, of course.
And no, you may not read it. That is, in spite of the fact that you are principally featured in this file, it is confidential. You do not have the clearance.
Be honest though, is my file bigger than some others? I mean, it's bigger than normal size. It's probably good.
Got a little file envy going on here.
You assume you have but one file.
Oh, multiple files, Keel. You hear that? Freaking file case. Yeah.
He leans over to Keel and whispers, everything is digital. This is just for show.
Keel nods, trying to stifle a chuckle.
So, what is your take on this situation, since we are acting as allies, and we've decided that we are on the same side, though our methods may differ?
I would not presume to give you any other information than what Keel has given to you. As far as I'm concerned, he is operating as a liaison between the two groups. And as long as he is within good standing with you, I am in good standing with you. I think you have in him something that I have not seen of in years, and that is a good middle ground. His heart is strong, his strength is impressive. And within him, you have the ability to reach out to groups that you may not have had access to under the previous organization. So I think it's insulting to give you any other information that what he has given you. But how about instead of more information, I give you assurance that the group that I have behind me is capable of great things in short amounts of time. And that we will continue to work to the best of our ability to protect the people of Boston and the people of this plane to the best of our abilities.
Interesting. Very interesting. And an admirable ploy. Deferring to Keel. That way, in case he held anything back and you reveal it, you do not betray his trust or standing with me. But I believe that he has acted honestly, at least has not held anything back intentionally, which is why I asked you, just in case there was an inadvertent omission. But if you are concerned about his position, then this is fine for right now. And I will defer and give you latitude. As you say, we are short-handed. We've had to bring in resources that we may not normally employ.
Would you care to elaborate on that?
Let's just say that, Keel notwithstanding, some of our recruiting standards have been lowered for the time being as we work on transitioning assets to this area. I believe you met one such new agent yesterday.
Yes. Yes, I believe I did.
Yes.
Is there a reason you're detaining individuals now?
There's always a reason for us to detain individuals. We have been detaining individuals for as long as longer than the agency existed, our precursor agency, the agency before that, going back to the times of Ben Franklin. Who do you think we're named after? Franklin was an agent of Ben. Franklin was Ben.
I know. You're dropping names like that should mean something to me. Don't forget that you were part of a colony from us.
Yes.
So, yes, you may have improved upon Ben, but we will always be Big Ben
Yes, yes.
to your little Ben.
And yet we asserted our independence and have done quite well for ourselves, and you come to us for help from time to time. If I recall from your file, that's how you ended up on my doorstep.
Yes.
So
Yeah, that's true.
let's just say they're both the same size. No one's Ben is bigger than anyone else's.
If that helps you sleep, I'll agree to that.
Regardless, we have been detaining people as we see fit for the security of both the magical and the mundane world.
Have you discovered any reason to keep Zadla detained? Or is this a precaution?
He is not detained. He is on vacation.
He's on vacation.
He is legitimately on vacation. He is safe, and he is well, and he is far from here, and he will return after things have cooled down a bit.
Insight check.
Sure.
17.
He doesn't seem to be lying. He seems sincere.
Is this the equivalent of witness protection program?
You're not sure if it's witness protection or something else, but it feels like there's a bit of that in there.
Uh, okay. I don't suppose you have a way of communicating with him that I could reach out to him and just make sure that this is true.
Well, I have a way of reaching out to him, but he wouldn't be very safe and secure if I gave everyone his phone number, now would I? Would he?
No, I guess not.
Let's just say he made a couple of errors that we're correcting, and while we're correcting them, he has gone somewhere safe, relaxing.
And he left you in charge of his shop?
Well, he had very little choice. It was leave us in charge or close it down, and he did not want to close it down.
Why do I feel like he didn't have much of a choice is something that you've said plenty of times before today.
Because you have made the same speech to many people on our behalf.
I don't like this. I don't like the same mistakes being repeated. That's why I have faith in Keel. I see a difference in him.
And without knowing the facts, what would you have done differently here?
Nothing. But I do have to point out that right now we are standing or sitting enjoying this lovely coffee in a trailer because Ben, the way that it was not able to sustain itself. And that maybe going back to the old ways isn't the correct way to do things. Maybe something happened and it's time for something new to rise up.
And if Ben hadn't fallen in exactly the same way the plastered dragon had, I might agree with you, but it certainly seems as though Ben was not the primary or only target here. After all, we were hit second. And I have it on good authority that there was another target that was foiled.
Like a church.
A church, perhaps, yes.
Good to know.
So, for now, let us put a pin in that. I do not think the time for grand sweeping changes is here. At the moment, I think order and stability are the correct path. Perhaps once we're on the other side of this, we can talk about what you think should be different. And perhaps there may be a role for you, if you truly, sincerely believe that.
Like a consultant.
No, more like an agent, perhaps a level 3 or even a level 4 agent.
I will think about it.
Think about it, Mr. Kincaid. Put your money where your mouth is. It's easy to shout criticisms from outside. It's much harder to walk the walk.
Yeah, right now I don't have any money to put into my mouth. So that might have to be something we discuss later.
I'll see if there are any cases that might suit you.
Yes. Are we done here?
I think we are, unless there's anything else you wish to tell me.
No? Keel? You good?
I'm good.
He looks at you, Agent.
Director.
Agent? Agent? Do you remember that scene from the movie Doctor? Doctor?
He gives
That's
you
what I was doing.
He gives
That's
you
what I was doing.
a grim smile. I didn't think we would get through the entire interview, but I appreciate what little restraint you did show.
Thank you. Thank you. God, it took so much. Thank you for acknowledging it. I feel like...
And he stands up.
Yeah,
And he kind
I
of
stand up as well.
And he gestures. He doesn't say it, but his body language, his eyes, and his arms say, "You can go now."
I'm gonna go. He's telling us to go, but He didn't say it. It's the body language thing. It's just back out the way we came then.
Unless you can see another exit, and don't kick out the window.
I walk out the door and then stick my head back in. I'm like, could we get some coffee to go? It was really good. No?
He turns and walks into an office in the back of the trailer.
Bye. I love you.
Door
Oh, okay.
closes. Meanwhile, on the shopping trip.
Heck yeah.
All right, so where are you guys going?
I think we'll start out at Bobby from Boston.
Okay.
Go get to the retro store there, and because he's looking a little retro to me,
Okay.
and pull up in the van and jump inside, and I take stock of Nicholas here, and
You saying I'm old?
no, I'm just taking stock is all. That's all I'm saying. But I think I know exactly what you need, and so I drag him inside and find him kind of a silver gray sports jacket
Okay.
and a light blue dress shirt. And are you wearing jeans?
Am I?
That's
What,
what I'm
your personal
asking.
Ken doll now?
Heck yeah. I know how to
Yeah.
do this.
Maybe I am. Yeah, they just use a regular old jeans. Just
Okay. So that works just well enough. And then I go over to the tie section and look around and hopefully spot, I'm looking for a pink and blue striped tie.
Pink and blue striped. Okay. Give me an investigation check. We'll see if they have one.
sassy little MFer.
Ooh, nat 20.
Yeah, they do.
That's
they,
probably
they,
the
they,
only one I'm getting tonight. And so I take that out and just tell them to go put the stuff on.
Basically, you pick out exactly what you were looking for. You manage somehow to find all of it.
Sweet.
And you come out looking like dapper vintage.
So what do you think?
Dapper
Am I
Vintage
right?
New-
Am I right or am I right?
You are absolutely styling.
Dapper Vintage, new band name, call it.
Nice. That's a good band name. I think it's better than any of the ones we came up with last night.
So we good?
This'll do.
No, I reach over and I turn up the collar on the sports jacket. Yeah, perfect.
Now, are you gonna wear this out, or are you gonna go change back into your street clothes?
No, I'll wear this.
All right.
Sweet. Looking sharp. You ready to go? I make sure he's got the ties hanging loose. You know, no, that's not it.
No, I'm just saying. Never mind. That's the experience. I posted a pretty woman picture to Zephyr.
I see. I was wondering.
Let's see.
Oh, now we need to hit an ATM. Or no, I need to go to the bank.
No,
to
you
get
need,
some,
you need a bank, 'cause
money.
otherwise you're gonna just get a bunch of 20. Since he said $100, you're gonna get 520s, and that's not gonna work.
Yeah.
You're like,
Go to
here you
the,
go, here you
bank.
go, Reg. Here's.
Well, you made that shopping trip easy, man.
Yeah, I really don't have any preferences.
All right.
I mean, I could have gone home and I probably have this at home, but yeah,
Do you think Nick has that ensemble at home? Honestly,
no. Here's some scrub.
Ah,
Oh, there you go.
Looking good.
Bonsai.
At least I didn't pick the Jeff Goldblum outfit.
that's true.
Oh, this is bad when all the guys are here. We don't have a female to monitor us.
A moderating influence. I feel like you need to post that picture in the common room, Zeph, so that other people can.
Let me. I'll go ahead and do that right now. In fact.
All right, so you guys link up because even though Reg's took longer, that conversation was kind of real time, and it takes you probably about as long to accomplish the thing that you narrated in like 30 seconds. And so you guys link back up.
Hey. Oh, wow. Check out Dapper Dan over here.
He's real proud of himself. Don't egg him on.
No, this is what's gonna work. Keel, you're going to this party tonight, yeah? The sorority girl party?
Um,
Of course he
Yes.
is. And I have a look of fear in my eyes until he actually says yes.
yeah, I am.
Okay. Just be careful out there. I mean, not that you'd have anything to worry about, but these girls have probably made some enemies in the magical community, and they're all going to be gathered in one place. So just be careful. Let your hair down a little bit, but maybe wear the suit and the sunglasses.
There you go. No, I'm more worried about Zephyr getting, Dee Dee's clutches.
Oh God, Zephyr, have you been given the talk? All right, let me.
Whoa!
When
Hold.
two people
hold,
love each
nope,
other very
nope,
much.
No.
They share a special bond. Your pan flute comes out at what?
What? Yeah. Oh,
No. Okay.
pretty sure his mom might hear you,
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's fair.
and then we'll all be dead people.
I want to. Actually, can we do this? Can we hit up Gray's really quick? Because we've
Sure.
got some time, right, before the party.
Yeah, it's still pretty early in the day.
We have cell phones that we can use, but I wonder if there's a magical communication device. Like, I wonder if there's a way that might be better than a cell phone, especially because cell phones kind of frizz out. But the equivalent of a sending stone,
Mm-hmm.
with Gray's unique sort of twist on it.
All right, why don't we go visit Mr. Gray and find out?
Yeah, let's do that. We pick up some pizza in the 18 van, and we're playing the music because it's hit all of us. We're like, "Ba, ba, ba."
Dun dun dun, digga 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 dun 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 dun.
We like slam the brakes as we pull up, like "Ah!" Like so we get yeah.
You find like a small speed bump that you jump the van over
Nice.
in slow
we get the
motion.
slow motion?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The pizza's all stuck to the top of the butt now.
Shit.
Damn it. We have to go back.
Call Domino's. They'll fix the pothole.
Oh, there you go.
And yeah, you arrive.
We go through the order process,
Yep.
order him his tea.
Yep. And you have a key.
And we head downstairs. What sights and sounds do we hear and see?
Give me a perception. All of you. All y'all.
All y'alls.
17.
17 as well.
6.
Nicholas?
Oh, you said perception, right?
I did.
So
Yeah.
9 total.
9. All right. Reg and Keel, you're pretty sure you hear the back door close as you guys are coming down.
The back door of the
The-
shop, like someone just left.
Like someone just left the shop. Yes.
I flash a look over at Keel. I was like, "Do we want to go see who just left? I mean, it's none of our business, but
Keel
No.
nudges like it's not a big deal.
all right, yeah, we'll walk towards the shop then."
And so Zephyr and Nick, you notice Keel and Reg exchange a look, and Keel just kind of shakes his head, and you guys are like, "What? What?"
They're just sneaking.
They're old. Oh, wait. Only one's old.
Shut up.
Oh, freak, you're old. Sorry, man.
Shut up.
And you guys come downstairs, and you see Gray settling into a pink floral uh, antique chair. Looks Victorian.
Hey, Gray.
Ah, oh, you. Welcome.
Thanks. Sorry, it looks like you've got sort of back-to-back appointments today.
No rest for the brilliant.
Oh God, we need to make bumper stickers and start selling them.
You think that would sell?
Well, I mean, you'd sell at least one, right?
Oh, I will go work on that. And he gets up from the chair and starts to head toward the back room.
I look over at Nick and give him a little elbow. I say, the pizza, give him the pizza.
Oh yeah, pizza. It's
Oh.
here.
Oh. Well, I suppose that can wait then. And he comes back over.
Yeah.
And he looks at it. I will put it over here. Not cold enough yet. Thump.
God. How many pizza boxes? It's like 15.
There's many pizza. You're not sure he's thrown out a pizza box since you introduced him to pineapple pizza.
Awesome. So, Greg, we're sorry to interrupt, but I have been operating solo for so long that now I'm having to deal with communicating with team members, and cell phones just aren't cutting it.
No.
I thought you would.
Cell phones
No.
are...
No. Thought you might have something that we
Oh,
could use.
yes. You want a way to protect your cell phone. Of course.
Well, do you have a way to mystically protect our cell phones?
Well, I wouldn't have said it if I didn't have something, would I? That would be a
my
very
God.
foolish thing to offer.
It's got a magical otter box. This is brilliant.
If it's magical, it just sorts the phone out faster.
All right, Greg, what do you have?
Okay. It's not ideal, but magic and technology do not work very well together. And he walks over and he starts like throwing things, and he like slides. A whole pile of pizza boxes falls off the workbench. Ah, yes, here. And he pulls out, and it looks like a clear vinyl bag with a black strip across the top. It's like it looks similar to those bags that you've seen, like that people use to take their phones underwater and stuff.
Right.
It looks a lot like that.
Gray, is that it right there?
Oh, yes, you like?
It's lovely. It's a tad impractical just to carry around this large.
Well, you don't keep
plastic-
your phone in it the whole time, and I mean, it does fold up, and he folds it and folds it, and he keeps folding it, and like it doesn't get any thicker when he's folding it, and eventually it's
Oh.
like, the size of a stamp,
Oh, that's clever.
and then he
It's
does
actually pretty cool.
and then he does this, and it just folds back out.
Oh, okay. Can I still operate the phone while it's in the bag?
Oh no, but it protects it from magic. You can leave it on.
Okay. Well, I like that. Yeah. Is that the only sort of communication device that you have?
Oh,
What if it-
you wanted to communicate. I thought you were worried about your phone breaking.
little column A, column B.
Ah, yes, you want to be able to talk to someone without technology.
Right.
And I assume you do not want, the regular meh. And like he goes and he like goes over to a shelf and pulls out like a pair of they look like the columns from the Fifth Element.
Oh. Like the stones?
Yeah, the stone. Yeah, exactly.
God, no. Love is not the answer. the whole time. No.
No, pizza is the answer.
Who cares what the question is?
Exactly. Would you like a slice? It's not cooled
No,
yet, but
No, I just ate. Thank you.
I can work on something. But this kind of magic is hard to compact, and it is a lot of power in a small space. Being able to communicate that freely for that long. I mean, I can give you message buttons, which will work like a sending stone, but again, the messages are very short, very compact, and, you know, it's not free two-way communication like a cell phone.
No, I understand.
Maybe I think we might be good with those. How many bags does he have? I think those might work, Reggie.
Why don't I commission him? I'll commission him, but I'm not a magic user. I mean, honestly, the three of you are the ones I worry about frying your phone all the time. I just happen to be, sometimes I'm caught up in it. But as your powers develop, Zephyr, this might be a good investment for you. So why don't we do a down payment, Gray, on you working your proverbial magic and coming up with a fun, unique communication device for all of us. And you just let us know when it's finished, but we'll take the bag.
Can be anything Gray wants.
You know my aesthetic. So try to work with it.
Aesthetic, always aesthetic with you.
I know, but just something cool.
His eyes light up. Okay.
Not temperature-wise, Gray. Aesthetic, not something cool temperature.
Oh,
okay?
aesthetic.
Aesthetic. Okay.
You're
yes.
aesthetic. You're aesthetic. Gray knows.
I'm terrified. I'm utterly terrified.
It's gonna be awesome.
But Brian, you are welcome for this gift.
This is a good gift. It's a really good gift. And you might like it, but I feel fairly certain the rest of the party is going to be pissed at you.
Shit. Sorry, guys. But not sorry. It's going to be great.
Hello, Kitty.
Okay. Yeah, we take the bag and I just give him some monies. Take monies.
Money, please.
Money, please.
Yes,
Yes,
you
I
give
give him monies.
Like, he says that he'll give you like 3 bags for $100.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. Keel, do you want one?
I mean, if you're giving gifts, don't say
Yeah,
no.
yeah. I buy the I buy the boys little bags before the party.
Nice.
Nice.
All right. You have your bags.
We need to hurry up and get home. You have to get ready. Cinderella's got to go to the ball.
All right. So you guys head off home.
Well, I kind of stay back just a little bit as they're walking out, and I say, "Hey, Gray, you know that project I've got you working on?
Oh, yes. Yes, I know.
How's it looking? How's it coming along?
It's looking good. Looking very good.
Are we still on the 1 week deadline?
Oh, I didn't know it was a deadline, but yes, I can do it in 1 week.
Okay. So I can pick it up this next Tuesday, right?
Yes. Next Tuesday.
Okay.
Next Tuesday, it'll be ready.
Excellent. Thank you. That's what I needed. All right. And I
Second. You got a project here too?
yeah.
You got a project? Keel, you got a project?
No.
I don't have a project.
Well, I'll be honest, I didn't know Zephyr had a project.
Oh, I didn't know you guys were sitting there listening to me the whole time either.
Where else would we be?
Well, you left, and he said he hung back.
Oh,
You come back. Yeah.
not smart
That's
enough
okay.
to leave.
And I was trying to
That
talk in a
tracks.
way that would be hiding, so I don't know if they had left or not.
Yeah, I would think that,
But I assumed they
since
were on their
you
way
were
out the
trying to be
door.
on the down low, you would have just doubled
Yeah.
back and be like, "Oh, I forgot my beanie."
With my beanie on my head.
And it was like, the one you're wearing? No, my backup beanie. Hang on a second.
It fell out of my pocket. I'll be right back.
You don't have a backup beanie? Everybody has a backup beanie.
I don't have a
Jeez.
backup beanie. What?
Backup beanie, new band name, called it.
Damn it.
Battle of the Bands.
Okay, having gotten the information, I'm going to head outside as quickly as possible so that they don't get too suspicious.
Right.
Doesn't Zuki have a project too here?
She might.
Project Central.
Well, you know, when you get a magic guy that likes to work with you and can be bribed with pizza, you know, you hit that train as much as you can.
I just want to take that and go with it, but I'm just gonna drop that one.
You know, probably
Dropping it.
for the
I put it
best.
down. Didn't even pick it up.
Yeah, let's put it down and we'll move on. All right, so you guys head home and start primping for your night out. Any other supplies? So, what mix of change did you get from your $100?
I got mostly ones, 2 5s, and then that like half of a $10 bill, and then yeah,
Half of a $10 bill.
like, it ripped in my pocket and I didn't notice.
So,
Just fumbling around for it.
so you lost the other half of a $10 bill.
It's still in the pocket. I just
Oh.
didn't pull it out. So
Okay.
like I got this wad of like ones, and there's like A20 in there.
This is so deliciously Nick. I can't even.
They're mostly crumpled up. It's not like real like folded nicely. It's just like mostly crumpled and like push it down.
It kind of ruins the image that he was cultivating with the cool clothes that Zephyr got him.
Trying not to mess up the pants, so I was like, oh, let me just slide it in there.
He basically hands you a crumpled up pile of money, and you're like, "Could I have the other half of that $10 bill, please?"
It's like one of those friendship $10 bills. Like you get half, I get half, and if ever we get lost, we connect it together. Ah, best friends forever.
I will try to straighten out the dollar bills and
the crumpled up money. It's like because it was like crumpled up and just jammed in there and made like this weird bulge. It's like damp from pocket sweat and stuff. It's just Reg is like,
Whoa! Hey, hold on.
Did you steal this from a child running a lemonade
There's
stand?
no
Like,
pocket sweat. Okay, maybe a little.
Oh. Oh.
Definitely no lint. These are brand new pants.
no, no lint, just a little bit of pocket sweat because you crammed a bunch in there and you did not cram it in neatly.
It's making me nervous. These new clothes.
How's the basement looking? Is it coming along?
Yes,
Like,
it is.
have they been working on it?
Yep.
Yeah, every day.
You think probably that you don't know whether or not they're going to be in on Sunday, but definitely next couple of days this thing should be ready.
Cool. Okay.
This is how rich people get stuff done.
By money.
Yes. Lots of
Must
money,
be nice.
getting workmen to come in on weekends, contractors actually show up, stay and complete the job, weird things.
Paying people well.
Weird things that us normal folk can't relate to. They don't come in, destroy part of your house and then leave for 4 months,
Well, that sounded a little personal. Have we been there?
No, I haven't had to deal with that one.
Or with the car.
Well, yeah, the car is still actually in the shop, believe it or not.
Oh no.
But I have another car now. That is my car, and so just Josh's car is in the shop. It's a white Toyota Corolla, and we need to name it. So we'll probably throw that out. I'll throw a picture up in the common room, and you guys can help me name the car because so far Josh's skills at car naming not great. His first name for the car was Steve Irwin.
Seems fine.
I said, "You can't name the car without meeting it." He said, "Yes, I can. It's named Steve Irwin." I said, No, I don't think it is." He said, "Okay, if you're not going to name it Steve Irwin, you have to name it Senator John McCain." And I'm like, "My car's not." I said, "My car's not dead." So, and I said, "What, too soon?"
Yeah. I
And
mean,
so,
the one that's in the shop, didn't it take kind of like a piston issue there? So that's kind of like a stab to the heart.
kinda. But he wants to name the new one that's not been stabbed. Anyway, so you guys are at the house getting ready. That was a tangent. That was a weird tangent. We'll fix it in post. We'll do it live. We'll do it live. Reg is sorting and counting money because he's always put together and ready for a night on the town because that's his aesthetic.
Right.
So what are we doing?
It's a surprise. You're gonna love it.
And
Sure.
Nick is prepped and ready, and so Zephyr and Keel go to ready themselves. Keel, what are you going to wear to this shindig?
Well, Keel's got his snapback black hat that he always wears. He's got his T-shirt on. It's just a standard T-shirt, but it's got a big old picture of Benjamin Franklin on it, wearing sunglasses, with the title "It Ain't No Party Like a Boston Tea Party" underneath it, and
Oh my god.
black jeans, pair of Converse, and he's ready to go.
And Zephyr, how do you come out dressed?
Just like Zephyr. I've got my beanie on the top and my black T-shirt with the Led Zeppelin angel on it, and my overcoat and all my accessories.
And
Which are
My combat boots, my black cargo pants with the strategically sliced areas just so that it's perfectly in fashion and everything.
so it's crotchless.
no, no.
Oh, Nick. And my armbands with the metal spikes, not spikes, but little studs on them, and my collar around my neck.
Excellent. That sounds very good. And we'll see when Zuki gets here. We'll see how she has dressed, but I imagine she's probably gone very college girl aesthetic. Having seen what the sorority girls were wearing, probably has her letters sweatshirt and jeans and so forth. But we will let her tell us when she gets here how it is that she is attired. You guys, the rest of the afternoon passes. You guys have some dinner. Another nice home cooked meal by Zephyr's mom. Yoon is
My mom's great.
Yoon is
She's
the
awesome.
best. She is the anti Malmarathir, really. There's nobody that doesn't like her.
That's true.
Even Malmarathir probably likes her. And so let us start the after dinner activities with Reg and Nick. Let's see where you guys are going.
Right. So I take Nick, and I'm sort of building up this place, and I actually call a car service, and we get picked up in one of those, sort of black sedans with the tinted windows and stuff like that. I'm trying to
Like a town
build
car.
up a little town car and try to build up a little mystique for him. And I'm fussing over my suit, making sure that it looks nice, and I'm looking over it. Nick, are you wearing a tie, Nick?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, so I adjust the tie and stuff like that.
And you've got the sword cane, but it's Zephyr's magical one.
Yeah.
Yes, I have my sword cane. I try to. I look at Nick as we're sort of pulling up, and I'm like, "All right, Nick. Try to be on your best behavior. It's not like the fairy realm. You can eat and drink what you like, but don't offer anything. Don't eat or drink anything that the staff itself does not offer you. Tip generously, and if you want to place a bet, you can place a bet. I just wouldn't go beyond your means."
Where are we?
And the car pulls up to a bodega, and the sign's a little wonky on the bodega. like it's like one of those like there's bars on the windows and bars on the door, and I take him inside the bodega, and there's just one sort of like individual there reading a paper, and he looks up at us, looks us up and down, and I lead Nick to the back of the bodega, and there's a bathroom that says "out of order" on it. And as I open the door for him to go into the bathroom.
I'm good.
No. You need to use the bathroom.
No, I'm pretty sure.
Nick, you're going to need to use the bathroom.
The out of order.
There's something
Yeah.
back there. What's in there?
Here, I'll go first. And I go in.
No, let's go at the same time. Let's go at the same time.
All right, I pull him in, and we close the door. And as we close the door, the back of the bathroom opens, and it is a club, a bar called Embers. And basically, it's magical creatures rampant. There are dragonborn sort of walking around. There's a bar. There are sort of fairy lights sort of dancing along the ceiling. Past the bar, there is a large pit where it looks like large sort of creatures are fighting in the pit, and people are like doing money to bet on the fight. It's essentially like one of the seedy underbellies of Boston, but it's a safe place for sort of creatures to come and hang out, all makes and models. So
It's like a slightly more aggressive version of the Plaster Dragon.
aggressive plaster dragon, yeah. And I look at Nick and I say, "This is where we're hanging out tonight. It's a little dirtier, it's a little rougher than the plaster dragon, but I thought you might be ready for something like this. This seems like more of our style tonight. What do you think?"
I love you.
I'll go up to the barkeep and hey, we'll take the house special and make it extra special for the newbie.
Wait, whoa. Ixnay on the Ubine.
Oh, it's fine. They take care of newbies here.
When you say special, how special you mean?
I mean special. Let's not knock them out, but let's play on the other side of things. Kind of like, and I do this. I make a like a fishy face.
Okay.
And it doesn't have to be that. Just whatever the house special is tonight.
And he goes to a special tap, and he pulls, and you see what looks like ale coming out, but it's changing color as it comes out. And he slides a mug of ale to you that is somehow layered in the colors of a rainbow.
Make it 2.
Why don't you have one first
Let's-
and then
well-
see how you're feeling?
Let's start with one. What are we toasting to, Nicholas?
Did you get one of those as well, Reg, or are you going to have a more normal drink?
No, I'm having a very good whiskey or scotch or something. Yeah, no.
We're not doing the same thing?
No, God, no. It's not my first time.
Okay. Here's to us making it through the night.
May we have a night that we can always remember but never quite remember. Cheers.
All right. Are you chugging it, Nick?
Oh my God.
Can I get that second one now?
Give me a con save at disadvantage.
Perfect.
Oh, shit.
Uh-oh.
9.
A 9. Nick, your head feels strange. it's like, you know how you like get that kind of a pounding headache from a hangover? Your head feels like that, but it's like it's pounding and it's pounding and it's pounding and then it stops.
Reg.
When you go
I-
to speak, your voice is much higher pitched and you're speaking with an Irish accent.
You want to try to give it a shot?
Go on.
I can do the high pitch. Reg.
Reg, his head is like a third of the size that it originally was, and he's grown a tiny red goatee and has a little green hat on his head.
Your head sounds like my voice.
I turn him so that he looks at the mirror behind the bar, and
So
I think
tiny.
all of the bar patrons, yeah.
You have a tiny leprechaun head.
Oh, magically delicious.
Everybody in the bar looks and they all raise their mugs and cheer.
Let's make a boat and sail away.
I didn't tell you the best part too.
There's another one.
Yep, it's karaoke night.
Yes, it is.
Light us up for Toto. Africa.
Okay, now if you can somehow play a karaoke version of Africa for him to sing, that would just make my night. Mike's going, no, that is not a thing that's happening. Tune in the voice chat after the show, and Big Mike is going to sing Africa in a leprechaun voice. I'm just saying.
It'll happen, but only if you show up.
That's right. You have to be in the voice chat for that to happen. Fire's like,
Oh my God.
I'm in. And
I'm in too.
Billy was like, I was going to go
Right.
to bed early tonight, or like not early, but just at regular midnight. But now I have to stay.
Oh, I have to.
And Nick, every once in a while you feel like something hit you in the back or the shoulder. You look and you see like a shiny glint of gold on the floor.
Reg,
Mhm.
I'm making money. Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up.
I pick up the gold piece.
The bartender pulls a little plastic trick-or-treat pot from behind the counter and plops it down in front of you.
And I place it in the little thing. Yeah.
We're
The
winning.
other-
Are you going to tell him it's
We're-
chocolate, Reg, or no?
We're not black.
No, I don't think so.
I didn't think you
Good
would.
job. Good job, buddy. Look at you. You just got gold coming out of you.
Mr. Hammer, give me another one.
I'm sorry, but one is all that you should have of that.
We'll wait a little bit. There's plenty of other drinks. We're going to pace ourselves. We're in this for the long haul.
I want to go fight the pit.
We can go. Let's go watch a fight first.
Pit.
Has his whole body shrunk? Or
No,
is it
just his head. It is just his head.
Oh,
The
I
rest of him
take,
is normal.
Did it physically shrink or just I perceive it that way?
no, it's
No, it's
Oh, sorry.
physically shrunk.
It's completely opposite of me.
You have the whole, you got like the Beetlejuice thing going on right now.
I was just thinking that.
Definitely, I want to be in the pit.
Mm.
Pit.
So I will put an arm around his shoulder and sort of walk him steadily towards the pit. But I'm making introductions. I'm introducing him to random people that I've
Yes.
encountered over the
I'm
years.
gonna go fight the pit. High five.
There's a beautiful green-skinned sort of girl there, and she doesn't have legs. She's just sort of like air or vapor down where the legs are, and sort of this beautiful girl up top. There's and I introduce her as Clover.
Yes.
Reg,
I
they stole our
knew
legs.
that's who that was going to be.
Yeah.
They stole our legs, Reg.
I wish
No, it's
I wish she was online. I would try to conference her in.
But I introduce him to Dragonborn, and there's dwarves, and everyone is in this jovial mood because, yeah, nobody has to wear a mask or anything like that here. So,
Tiny hands rule the world.
And
Woohoo!
Clover's hand reaches up and brushes your tiny cheek. And she says, "If you ever need to talk, I'm here for you."
Woo!
thank you, dear.
And but as you gaze into her eyes, there's something like her eyes. They're like black, but with stars in them.
Rich, I'm in love.
I get that a lot.
She gets that a lot. I was just going to say that, yeah.
But it's real.
Save us a drink, please, Clover. We'd love to have a drink with you before we leave this evening.
And like
I'm gonna find the pit for you.
she puts her hand to. So she actually puts like one finger to your temple because her hand, it would just cup your entire head right now. But which we're gonna leave that alone too. That's just nope. Just nope. I'm looking at Nick and I'm going, yeah. I really wish I hadn't said that. Tracy, where are you? Because we're dying. We're it's just when she watches the replay on this, she's just gonna be so disappointed in us all.
Why do I even bother?
And her eyes kind of crinkle for a second, and her form shimmers, and she looks like suddenly she looks like an elven woman.
Anybody that I recognize?
You don't recognize this woman, but she feels very familiar to you somehow. And she says, "I'm sorry, I did not mean to intrude. The thought was just strong in your head." And she lets her hand go from your head, and she shimmers, and she's back in her green mist form again. "Please forgive me. I'm going to return to my rounds now." And she drifts off.
I'll see you later. Love you. Love you a lot. Mean it. Forever. This is so much fun.
This is turning into one of my favorite episodes. Oh God. So yeah, as we lead him to the pit, it's a change in attitude. People are screaming and sort of enjoying.
They are.
Yeah. As like two sort of fighters sort of drunkenly brawl in the center of the pit. But yeah. It's just kind of make a night of it, And what's the next fight that's coming up?
The next fight is between a troll and a pair of halflings. It's not normal for a 2-on-1 fight, but because it's a troll, they are making an exception.
Put me in, coach. Put me in.
No,
Coach.
No, Nick, you're going to love this. These two halflings are infamous. They tool around in a trench coat, and then they rip the trench coat off. It's two halflings in a trench coat, and one's on the other shoulders. It's amazing. These two are vicious. You're going to love this.
And they have very unintimidating names, but and the announcer comes on, and he's like on a hovering disc above the pit, and he just touches his hand to his throat, and his voice booms out magically. "This next bout, set for one fall or a submission. Rockbreaker the Troll versus Gargle and Gurgle, the Underhill brothers." And the trench coat flips open, and one of them jumps out and goes, "I'm Gargle!" The other one yells, "I'm Gurgle! Let's rumble!" And they like flex, and they're, "Ah!" And the troll is just looking at him like, what the hell is going on here? This troll does not look like he's from around here because the crowd is going nuts. They're just like they've seen this before and they are eating it up. And the fight starts, and the troll has this giant maul, and like he just charges forward and he sweeps it across, and one of them goes low, the other one goes high, and they just split over and under the maul, and one of them tosses a chain to the other, and they swing around the troll and wrap his legs, and his feet get tangled, and he goes to the ground, and they just scramble up his back, and the two of them pull pickaxes out and just go to work on the back of his head.
Oh Jesus!
It's like, you know, it's savage. Reg told you it was savage. And the troll tries to roll over on them and they leap off. And it's clear that the troll, in spite of his superior size and strength, is outmatched. And the only thing that's keeping this fight going is the fact that trolls regenerate. And so every time they chip pieces of him off, some of the pieces regrow, but he can't seem to land a blow on them. And eventually their agility and coordination uh, does its toll, and he's pinned down and forced to submit.
We go nuts. I'm sure.
Cats are going crazy everywhere.
Yeah, this tabaxi comes running in front of you. It's the weirdest thing.
It's super weird. Yeah.
Cat butts everywhere.
And as the fight finishes, and Rockbreaker is. Didn't that same cat just walk by a minute ago?
There's a glitch in the matrix.
I was just gonna say a glitch in the matrix. I'm having deja vu because like she walks by, it's like whoop, 2 seconds later.
I told you, so many cat butts.
So many cat butts. That's the name of the episode. So many
That's
cat
it.
butts. We'll have to rename it. We just do. Yes,
Susie's gonna kill us.
probably. So, he's let up, and he's already healing, and he bows to them. They bow to him. Jump back on the shoulders. The trench coat comes back on, and two tiny arms come up out of the top of the trench coat like this, and then you look and you see two tiny arms stick out of the pocket of the trench coats on the side, and they're also raised as Gargle and Gurgle Underhill walk out victorious. Money changes hands all around the circle. People cheering and having a grand old time, and that is where we're going to take our break tonight. So we've managed to get through the battle there, and we'll see what happens after the break. Will Tiny Leprechaun Nick get into the ring? Oh, yeah, he's probably going to get into the ring. I mean, will Reg stop him? Well, he can certainly try. So we'll be back 5-10 minutes. Stick with us for a short break. Hit the bathroom, grab a drink and a snack, and we'll see you shortly. Welcome back, everybody. Hope you had as nice a break for as we did. We grabbed some snacks, grabbed some drinks, and now it's time to get this going again. Now, right before the break, we had Nick and Reg having a good old time in the bar and trying out some new things. Nicholas has discovered a new drink. It's called the End of the Rainbow for anyone that's wondering. You noticed those multicolored layers in the glass of ale. It shrunk his head down and gave him a leprechaun head, and he's now talking in a bit of a leprechaun voice. They watched Gargle and Gurgle, the Underhill brothers, dismantle a troll, and Nick is psyching himself up because he wants to enter the ring, and Reg is trying to explain what a bad idea it is. Meanwhile, let us hop back to the Zephyr residence and see what's going on there. So Zephyr and Keel, you guys have come downstairs. You've gotten ready for the party, and you're kind of sitting at the table, just chilling. Zephyr is trying to get some advice from Keel on how to be cool and confident, and you know survive the party. And Yoon
And
walks by, and hears the word party, and she stops, backs up, and looks in. Zephyr, you are going.
Yeah,
You are going to a party.
I am. Yes, Mom.
What kind
We
of
were
party?
invited to a party.
Who invited you to a party? This is wonderful news.
It's some local kids from the college.
Some local kids from the college. What are you not telling me? Kale, what is he not telling me?
Oh, he's not telling you that there are a couple of monster hunters, sorority girls.
Oh, he was invited to a party by a girl.
Okay,
One who's
yes.
very interested in him.
I see. And what do you think of this girl, Keel?
Oh, I think she's would really bring Zephyr out of his shell.
And I kick him in the knee, in the shin.
She looks back at you. You are going to a party with a pretty girl dressed like that?
She's not going to be dressed like this, Mom.
No, I'm sure she's
sure.
not. She's going to be dressed nicely. Go upstairs,
I,
change.
I'm.
Go!
What?
Hey! Go upstairs and change right now. And she gives you the look.
Oh no! And I kind of shudder a little bit and start slowly walking my way back upstairs.
Forgive the interruption, Kale. I am sorry you had to see that.
Keel is doing everything he can not to bust out laughing. No, it's fine.
You will watch out for him at this party, yes?
Absolutely.
And
So I get up in my room and
now
I start.
Here's a question. I'm sure Zephyr had his phone downstairs when he had. Did he remember to bring it back upstairs with him?
Yes, he's actually carrying it and he's got it in a bag right now.
He's got it in a bag. Okay. Zzz, zzz.
Pull out my phone. Take a
It's-
look at it.
It's a text from Dee Dee.
Okay. Start reading it.
Well, it's a picture.
Oh, great. Okay.
It's a picture of Dee Dee in a plaid mini skirt, wearing a sorority shirt, and with her hair in a ponytail. And she's wearing a decent amount of makeup, but it doesn't look excessive. And she's wearing knee-high stockings and shiny dress shoes.
So is Nicholas gonna put that in the common room? What she looks like?
No.
She doesn't look quite as bad as the picture that he posted.
No.
She looks a
That
little
was-
she looks a little or possibly a lot less like a porn star than what he posted, but
that was her freshman. She's put on some sophomore weight.
Oh, jeez. I put the phone back in my pocket and start going through my closet, and I am just black t-shirt, black t-shirt, black t-shirt, because I know that the only thing I have left is that baby blue tuxedo that I had to wear to
Right.
Sally's or Jimmy's bar mitzvah.
And
Hey, DM,
yes,
could I have retconned buying him a suit and leaving it on his bed?
absolutely.
Yeah. There's a package on your bed with a little bow on it. And there's a note on the outside of the package.
Well, I go and I tear the note off and start reading it.
Manners maketh the man. But
Does it come
clothes
across in an English accent as I'm reading it?
Yes.
manners maketh the man. ... But clothes can certainly help. Enjoy the party. Reg.
With great fear and trepidation, I remove the bow and tear open the package.
It's a pretty stylish suit. It's narrow. It's not tailored because you didn't get to try it on. So it's a rack suit, but it's one of those narrow cut angles in at the waist. The dress pants are fairly tight. Narrow tie.
However, there is a pair of cufflinks that are skulls, silver skulls for
Nice.
cufflinks.
Okay, I start putting on the clothes and looking at the sleeves, having no idea what to do with cufflinks.
That tracks.
And,
this is accurate.
And I put everything else on and grab my white Converse tennis shoes. And
there is a pair of dress shoes with the suit.
oh crap. Okay, I put the dress shoes on.
You slip a little bit walking down the stairs because you're not used to walking in these kind of shoes, but you eventually get the hang of it. You're still slinging your guitar over your shoulder, of course.
Yeah, I've got the guitar. It's not staying behind, and I'm still wearing the beanie as well. And head.
Keel, he walks down, kind of looks like a hipster rock star.
Hey, Paul McCartney.
And I'm just holding my sleeves up, having I don't.
Mom walks in. It's not that hard, really.
And I give her the cufflinks.
And she walks over and she pinches the end of the sleeves together so the holes line up, sticks the cufflink through, and just flips the end of it. She's like, "Was that so hard? Now you do the other one."
And I pinch the sleeves together and put the cufflink in backwards, just like she did.
Yep, you do. So that both of them are now facing the same way.
They're
so
both exactly same direction.
One of them has a skull facing outside. One of them has a skull facing inside.
Exactly.
She sighs, reaches over, and like in a deft motion, has it reversed.
And I'm blushing again.
The head of the cufflink always faces out.
Okay, Mom. I figured that out now.
When your arms hang at your side, it is what you want them to see. Oh, let me look at you. Oh, I should take a picture. Oh, let me borrow your phone. I wish to take a picture of you.
It's like prom.
I pull out my. I look at it first, and I'm quickly trying to hide the text that I got.
And like she's just
Idiot.
she reaches and she grabs it from you, and she looks up at you and looks over at Keel. I'm very glad I made him change now. And she pushes the button and takes out the camera. And then she goes and she says, I'm texting it to your father. And you hear two sounds of things being forwarded.
Great.
And she hands back the phone with a little impish grin on her face.
You're killing me, Mom.
It is what my mother does.
Uh,
I will not offer you a snack as I do not want to mess up your nice clothes, but I trust you will have a nice time. And that you will be a perfect gentleman. And that you will still watch out for Zuki while you are there. She is a good friend. Do not abandon her for this other girl.
I I I won't be.
And you turn red again.
So red. You can't even imagine.
Keel, you're probably having a great time with this.
Oh, Keel is no longer hiding his laughter. He's going to try and compose himself best that he can. Well,
And I'm shooting daggers. Daggers are literally coming out of my eyes at Kill.
so Casanova, we ready to take you to the ball?
You can hear my teeth grinding together. And now, is Zuki seeing all of this?
Zuki's still upstairs. She hasn't come down yet. But, girls take longer to get ready.
Yes, they do. And so...
Not to mention...
Maybe... Is Zuki there, or is she changing... Is she getting ready with the other girls? Is she at the house already?
She could be at the house, sure. Maybe she stopped off here, grabbed her stuff, and left. Why don't you go knock on the door and find out? Because she didn't come with you during the day. And the door's closed.
Okay, and I knock on the door.
No answer.
Hey, Zuki. Zuki. And I try the knob.
It's unlocked.
And slowly push it in and look around.
Give me a deck save.
Great. 12 plus. That would be a 16.
Okay. You are able to dodge out of the way as the contraption that she has rigged up to alarm when someone tries to invade her room goes off, and it splashes onto the ground.
And I jump back and kind of shake my head. And is there any way for me to push it back inside the room?
You can push it back inside, but there's not...
I'm not resetting it.
Oh, yeah, you can certainly.
But have I ascertained that she is no longer in the room?
Yes, you have definitely ascertained that she is no longer in the room.
Okay, so I kind of pushed the trap back inside and close the door. Did it make a mess at all?
Yes.
So I go into the bathroom and grab a towel. Does it look like I'm going to need a damp towel as well as a dry towel?
Yeah.
Oh. And get down on my hands and knees and start cleaning up the floor.
Okay. Fortunately, it's not super dirty. It's more wet, and it's a little messy.
Okay. Put the things in the dirty clothes hamper in the bathroom and head back downstairs.
Okay. So you guys...
She's not here.
And
she's gone.
And Mom walks in and says, "Oh, you were waiting for Zuki. I'm sorry. She said she was going out to the house to get ready with her sisters. I did not realize. Please forgive me."
No problem. Shall we go?
And she takes your hands. "Now, Zephyr, have a nice time, but remember how I raised you."
Of course, Mom. Of course.
Do you wish me
And
to?
again,
Do you wish to call me to call you a car?
we can just take the van. Is the van here?
So, Keel, you will not be drinking then.
No, I won't be drinking.
She bows and nods. Then you may take the van.
That's the
Or
last thing I wanted to show up in.
can they take Dad's Jag that's in the garage? Can we Ferris Bueller the hell out of this?
I don't know, Zephyr. Do you want to try and borrow one of Dad's cars?
Can we maybe take one of Dad's cars?
If you are very careful, yes, I think you can. Which one would you like?
And I go over to the key box and open it up and
How about
start reading down the list of the keys.
How about the Bentley?
Oh,
Maserati.
Well, we need more than 2 seats. Because I'm guessing Zuki's going to come back with us. Right?
Possibly.
That's what I'm talking to Kill. So, you want to take the Bentley?
Yes, I want to take the Bentley.
Okay. We're taking the Bentley.
All right.
I can drive the Bentley?
You can drive the Bentley.
Oh, okay.
You see Keel Zephyr reach into this box of keys, and his hands shaking. He pulls out a key with a stylized B on the keychain.
oh. He never drives it. He just wipes it with a diaper.
And away.
A unicorn's diaper.
A unicorn's diaper? Yes.
Yes, that's who's playing at the party. Unicorn diaper.
We're on fire.
We are. We have the best band names tonight.
It is his joy. It is his love. It is his fault he didn't lock the garage.
That's right. And
Ooh,
so,
yeah.
oh yeah. And I go out and I just put my hands on the Bentley lovingly and ever so softly as I little weak in the legs and all the rest of that. And
Keel's standing to the side. Do you need a minute?
and I've forgotten that Keel's even here. And I go, oh, yeah, let's go.
Leave the girl. Take the Bentley.
That's
That's the name of the episode.
Leave the girl, take the Bentley.
Yes.
So I get in behind the steering wheel,
All right.
adjust my mirrors,
Yep.
move forward a little bit in the seat,
Yep.
and put the key in.
Roars to life.
Oh, kind of feel the leather. Look over at Kill.
Do you need a minute, Zephyr?
Let's go. Are you ready?
I've been ready for the past 5.
Okay. And
Yeah. As you look up, you notice that he's been standing there with his arms crossed, just staring at you the whole time.
I'm like, get in.
Keel hops in, throws on the seatbelt, and yeah.
And away you go.
And away we go. I'm going to time it so that the gate just barely opens so we fit right through.
Are you really?
No.
Because you can.
Because you'll make me roll a dice.
Of course I will.
And I'll wreck Dad's Bentley before we even get
Before
there.
you even left out. It's like you mistime it and you just hear as the car gets stuck, and like because it hits the gates, the gate sensors go off and so they freeze and the car gets wedged in the gate. It's like, let's take the van.
Yeah.
You'd have gone on bicycles.
And you drive off toward the sorority.
Well, we take the circuitous route,
Sure.
and we're not running late. We're gonna show up fashionably late. And I
Sounds
just,
good.
you got to try this thing, Kill.
Are you going to pull over and switch and let him drive?
No, heck no. I'm gonna keep. Someday you have to try
You're
this
just
thing.
like you're just rubbing it in. I gotcha. Meanwhile, back at the bar.
Oh God, I imagine we're it's sort of 3 sheets to the wind at that point. Yeah, like
Now,
we're very.
Have you switched Nick to regular booze or?
Yes, yeah.
Pit, 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 pit.
Nick, you don't know what sort of things we're going to be fighting in this pit. Like, and I don't know if you're in any position to fight anything.
Everything, all of it. Leprechaun power.
I understand. I understand. Counter proposal. There is a very nice hookah lounge, if you like. There is we could drink other drinks. We could have some of this delicious food. Like, are you sure you want to do this?
Okay, counter offer.
Okay.
Let's fight the pit.
Okay. Yeah. Let's go spa in the pit.
Okay, so
Why not?
You're going to go sign him up on the rolls in the pit?
Yep. He wants to go fight in the pit. I
Okay.
know that it's the safest place for him. The healer's standing by, and everyone knows it's non-lethal.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Nick's gonna fight in the pit.
Except Nick.
I start explaining the rules to him. Non-lethal combat. Don't kill anything. You know,
Fight the pit. Got
it's
it.
the first one to knock down.
Punch.
All right.
Pit
Yeah.
punch.
What's your stage name going to be?
Lucky Leprechaun.
Lucky Lep. Got it. Yeah, I love it.
Recon.
Lucky Lep Recon.
Recon.
Yeah.
Known in the Northeast as Tiny Dancer.
Tony Danza.
Yes. All right, we're going to use the Xanthar's pit fighting rules for this so that we don't have to play out an entire combat.
I'm
So-
going to pretend I know what that is.
So what I'm going to need from you are 3 rolls. Now, one of them is athletics, one of them is acrobatics, and one is a con check that has a bonus equal to your hit die. And you can replace whatever the lowest one of these is with a weapon attack. So if a weapon attack is better than any one of those, you can replace that. So what's your acrobatics?
+1.
What's your athletics?
-1.
And what is your weapon attack? What is your what like if you were using your regular weapon, what would it be?
+2 to hit.
Just +2?
+2.
What kind of weapon? So is it a dex-based
Ma-
weapon? Oh, it's a strength.
Mace.
Okay, so that's why it's only +2. Okay, so you're going to want to replace that athletics with the weapon. And what's your con?
+2.
Okay, so it's +2. So what you're going to do is you're going to roll a d20 and add 1, then you're going to roll a d20 and add 2, then you're going to roll a d20 and a d8 and add 2 to that. Okay? Yay! Zuki's here!
She's here.
You survived! We missed you.
apparently need you as a chaperone. We've been a little off the rails this evening.
Oh God, if you need Dookie as a chaperone, there's a major problem.
No,
Yeah.
we
yeah,
need
you're gonna watch
Tracy.
this one.
We need
You need
Tracy
me
as a
as a
chaperone.
chaperone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Troy,
have fun with that.
Let's just say that Nick is wearing a tie, and that's not even the worst part of it.
He is about to do a.
Confused. This is beautiful. I love you guys so much.
We'll just tell you what's going on right now, and then so you went to the sorority house to get ready for the party.
Yes.
The boys got ready at the house and have been waiting for you. When you didn't come down, Zephyr went into your room to see what was keeping you and tripped the trap.
Oh, Zephyr.
So you're going to know that someone has been in your room, and so then they left, but Mom let them take Dad's Bentley.
Ooh. Oh, that's the black car I've been seeing.
Yeah, so
Yep.
they're going to be showing up in style. Meantime, Nick and Reg were at a magical bar, and Nick had the special of the night, which is called The End of the Rainbow, and his head is now the size and shape of a leprechaun head, and his voice is high-pitched, but the rest of his body is normal size, and he has decided to pit fight in this condition. And that's what you just walked in on, just in case you were wondering.
Woohoo!
So,
Gonna be awesome!
Grapes, enjoy the show.
so D20 plus 1.
So the D20 plus 1, that's the weapon attack?
No, that's your
Or-
acrobatics.
Okay, so 14 plus 1 is 15.
Okay, so
Hey.
now give me a D20 and a D8,
Okay, that was a 2 and a 5.
and then we add 2 to that, so that's a 9, and now give me a D20 plus 2.
That's 15 plus 2, 17.
Okay, so we got a 15, a 9, and a 17. Let's see how you did on your pit fight. We'll narrate it out to show. In the meantime, while you're getting yourself situated, Trace, you can decide how it is that Zuki decided to dress for this party. And if you have questions about what the other girls are wearing and such, we can cover that.
I don't care what they're wearing. I look amazing.
It's true.
Duh.
Yeah, it totally doesn't fit in, but that's okay. She still looks good. But if you want, I'll be happy to describe it.
Yes.
Starts with an A, ends with a Weesum.
I'll make up something. I
Yes.
don't know what I'm going to say yet, but I'll make up something.
I believe in you. So the announcer comes on in his little floating disc again, and he says, so what did you go with as a name?
Lucky Leprechaun.
Excellent. In this corner, Lucky Leprechaun. And there's a little bit of cheering, and then there's a lot of laughter and applause, and you get pelted with gold coins.
A winner! I won it all!
Do you like scoop them and throw them to Reg to put in your bucket?
Yes.
You
Put
want-
it in the bucket! In the bucket!
Oh yes, that's the other thing. The bartender, along with his drink, he gets a little plastic trick-or-treat bucket that looks like a pot of gold, and people have been pelting him with gold pieces all night. So you step into the ring and you hear, and in this corner, Sial of the UNT.
Oh shit.
And this snake person slithers out holding 2 scimitars.
Oh shit.
And the fight is short and merciless.
Topless!
You go. What's your opening move, Nick? What's your opening move, Nick?
Other than staring at the topless snake, probably. Woo!
Oh, no, it's a snake man, and
Oh, he's still topless. I'll go with a wearing battle cry of "I've got gold."
so you shout, "I've got gold," and you raise your mace and you just charge in.
Duh.
Okay.
I don't,
And so Nick,
do I need to explain it blow by blow? I mean,
no,
this
no.
was pretty clear.
I just wanted to know how this fight was going to start. I wanted you to be able to kind of narrate your opening move. And so Nick just drunkenly charges ahead at this Yanti, and you see him just his whole body tilts to the side as Nick comes forward and curves around and begins looping around Nick. And Nick is like swinging and twisting and swinging and slowly being wrapped up by the body of this snake, which then starts constricting, and your arms get pinned by your side, and you're going eh,
It's hug time!
eh. And then after he finishes coiling around you and he has you immobilized, he just takes the butts of the two scimitars and slams them on the sides of your head, and you just go limp. And he uncoils and drops you to the ground. And more coins rain down as everybody cheers. And a little bit of money changes hands, but there really didn't seem to be a whole lot of action on your side, so not a lot of money changing hands.
I'll jump into the pit, and we'll end this scene by me going, Nick, I've got good news and I've got bad news.
And there's a cleric standing over you, healing you, and you kind of wake up.
What do you want to hear first?
The good news. So what? I know it. Tell me
Alright.
the bad news.
The bad news is you lost the fight pretty handily. The good news is they want you back tomorrow.
And we cut away to the sorority, where Keel and Nick have made their entrance.
Zephyr.
I mean, Keel and Zephyr have arrived at the party and have made their entrance. Zephyr looking quite sharp in his suit with his guitar over his shoulder, even with the beanie. And Keel opting for the more cool, casual look that Zephyr wanted to go with before being scolded by his mother. And Dee Dee immediately sees Zephyr, runs over and throws her arms around him, gives him a little kiss on the cheek. And says, I knew you would come. This is like so amazing. This party is going to be the best. Keel, grab yourself a drink. There's so many people here. You're gonna have a really good time. But right now, Zephyr and me, we have to dance. I love this song. And she like starts grooving. And she says, oh, wait till you see Zuki. She looks amazing.
Hi, Dee Dee.
And she like drags you off to the dance floor.
Okay.
And then the crowd parts as Zuki comes down the stairs. Kind of a John Hughes sort of a moment.
Sure. Okay, then what I'm wearing. Ooh, okay. Here's what I'm wearing.
Okay.
So nobody can ever see my armor because it's this really cool like Ren Fair vest because she got it because it was all like Elven inspired and it was at some thrift shop and she just found it somewhere. But nobody ever sees it because it's under this big baggy like sweatshirt thing. So she's in her cool like very Renaissance-y Elven looking like armored leather corset thing with this flowy little skirt, but it's short. And yeah, and her hair's down and her hair's never down.
And she's probably wearing like boots and stuff. But no,
She doesn't have any boots. Sure, yeah, she borrowed some boots from one of the girls.
no, are
They're awesome.
Are they long boots or are they like the little short boots with the little heel?
Oh no, they're long boots. They're amazing.
Okay.
They like go up over. Really.
Absolutely. And Zephyr's probably like staring. I told you she looked amazing, right? Now let's dance. And then she grabs you and like drags you away and like your head whips around. And as you guys are looking around, you notice that this is like, yeah, it's a sorority party, but it's not like a regular sorority party. You're like looking around the dance floor and stuff, and you're pretty sure you just saw a werewolf go by. So seems like all kinds at this party. It's a pretty you don't see like regular college people though. You just see more magical community people.
Okay. Does Zephyr know how to dance?
You tell me. Does Zephyr know how to dance?
It's probably something he's not been very comfortable with in his life, having never gone to a dance before. or
Any
a
dance
club.
lessons he's had were probably more formal. I would
Definitely
feel
more
like
formal.
Mom made Zephyr take ballet at some point.
Oh, jeez.
Wow, just way to hate on his character.
I just know his mom, you know.
But I do have good rhythm.
Oh, absolutely. Now, what do you do with the guitar? Do you leave it strung across your back
Yeah,
while you're dancing?
it's slung across my back, and I'm dancing.
Okay, Keel, what are you doing?
Keel's gravitated towards the beer pong table.
Okay. And
And
you're gonna play some beer pong.
yep, he's up next.
All right. So I guess you are drinking after all, huh?
It doesn't really affect Keel too much.
All right. I guess it depends on how much you drink and on what they're serving.
This is true.
Magical sorority girls, remember?
Aha.
All right. So go ahead and give me. I'm gonna assume that Keel is probably proficient in beer pong. That feels like something he would be proficient in.
Keel is pretty proficient in that.
So go ahead and give me a normal proficiency-based attack roll. We'll say it's dex-based. So d20 plus dex plus proficiency.
Well, that would be a natural 19. Got a -1 for dex, but then +3 for proficiency.
Okay.
So 22.
So
Sorry, 21.
So Keel walks up and you're like, hey, can I play next? And they're like, sure, why not? And the people are there and they're throwing, and then you go up and you take 3 ping pong balls and you go plop plop plop, and everyone's like, your jaws kind of drop, and as you play, you're not having to drink very much because the people on the other end of the table weren't as accurate as you to begin with, and given your accuracy, they are getting less accurate as the game wears on, and so you're starting to draw a bit of a crowd here, and people are like chanting your name every time you pick up the ping pong balls, and you're just on fire. And well, you end up having to drink a few beers. You pretty much completely dominate the game. Zuki, what are you up to?
Did they have any alcohol there that's sweet and sugary?
Yes, absolutely.
Because I find that.
Oh dear.
Oh yes.
Zuki's had a lot of experience drinking, has she?
No, not at all.
Are we going to bother with con saves, or are we going to just say that she gets like?
Con saves probably aren't going to be super helpful. I'd have to roll them at like triple disadvantage.
We're going to just say that Zuki goes ahead and gets.
Here, like I'm going to roll a con save at triple disadvantage. That's not even a thing, but I'm going to do it anyway. That's how much alcohol she's had.
Zuki is drinking it super secret.
And a 19, so it was a 5. Plus 3, 8.
It's not the worst con save, but given what she has consumed, and Brittany sees her and kind of gravitates towards her and starts kind of watching her and starts steering her away from the swapping out her sugary booze drinks for other sugary drinks. So it's still sugary, but you're pretty wasted already, and she's trying to keep you from getting ill.
Yeah.
Whether or not she is successful, we don't know yet.
But did you realize that the drinks are getting swapped out for non-alcoholic drinks? Do I get a perception on that, Brian?
You get a perception at disadvantage because you
All
are
right.
already seriously drunk.
8,
Nat one.
7, 15.
15 at disadvantage. That's not bad.
Yeah,
Let me
no, because I got an 8 plus, or I got an 8 plus 7. I know. I'm almost disappointed. Can I get
But-
triple disadvantage on that one too?
No, it's okay. She rolled a natural 18 on her sleight of hand, so Brittany's pretty sneaky for this. So,
Oh no, I wanted good perception because I wouldn't realize she was doing that, so I could go
Oh.
get alcohol. Darn it!
Okay, then we can say if you want to realize, you can realize.
Sure, absolutely. She's going to get more alcohol.
Jeez.
This is what happens when I arrive late.
Yes, Brittany's like, Zuki,
Yes?
I get the feeling you haven't done this before.
It's great! No, I haven't, but it's fun. I like this. This is good.
You might like it right now, but I don't know if you're going to like it later.
In a
Cause the party's gonna be over. Yeah, we should do more of these.
Alcohol does not it it's like a poison when you drink too much of it.
Cool, cool. I have this thing called Cure Wounds and stuff, so I should be okay.
This isn't a wound. This is it's a poison. Zuki,
I bet I could find something that'll help me out with that. I just need some time. Let me think through the things I know, and I bet I could come up with something tomorrow morning that might help me.
she starts trying to give you slightly weaker drinks. Since she was unsuccessful in removing the alcohol, let's go ahead and give you a con save at this is just a regular disadvantage con save, because you're definitely wasted.
Oh yeah. Wow, I'm rolling really well tonight. This stinks. 13.
13 for a con save with that much alcohol, that's not all that good.
That's not that good.
Yeah, I'm just rolling better than usual. That's all.
You're starting to feel. You're feeling really good, but you're just like, you're starting to get into that not quite blackout drunk, but where you're on the verge of I may not remember any of this. What are you doing other than drinking?
I'm eating all the sweets.
Yes, you are.
And dancing.
She's not riding home in the Bentley.
So, this cute buff guy comes up when you're dancing and starts trying to dance with you.
Ooh, she dances with him.
And he's starting to like dance a little closer and get a little bit friendly.
Yeah, she's gone. She's dancing.
Okay.
She's had luck.
Zephyr perception.
As if I've taken my eyes off of her. Oh, jeez. That'll be a 15.
All right. Dee Dee is doing a pretty good job of holding your attention. Dee Dee can be distracting when she wants to be, and believe me, she wants to be. And so, and you glance over and you see Zuki dirty dancing with this buff hunky guy, and Dee Dee catches your reaction, and so she starts dirty dancing with you, thinking, oh, he wants to too. And Keel, you kind of glance over from the beer pong table, and you're like, oh god. And so each of you is kind of in your own little worlds here, and Pretty Boy leads you off of the dance floor at one point and into kind of a darker alcove in the room.
Would Keel have seen that?
No, Keel has a crowd around him that are chanting his name. This is all Zuki
Any
at this
chance
point.
that I'm saying this at this point?
Nope.
In a very special after-school episode of Something Wicked.
Just say pit.
Uh-oh.
So yeah, I go off in the corner.
Okay. And he's definitely starting to get a little bit friendlier and kind of handsy and affectionate.
And shaking hand.
Yeah, she's not going a bit too handsy. She's not done partying yet.
No, but she's
yeah. Yeah, she's not going a bit too handsy. She's gonna eventually be like, "Okay, I'm going back to dance."
I need for you to give me
I knew this was coming.
a wisdom save at disadvantage.
Ooh, I rolled bad. I think. I hope. 11.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. So you look up and you're like, okay, this is fun. Let's go back and dance. But as you look in his eyes, something about his eyes just makes you not want to leave.
Ooh, I knew it was gonna be bad. Yay!
And
cool. Darn it, I have to stay.
and I will give you one last wisdom save, not at disadvantage, as he bares his teeth and they move toward your neck.
I knew he was a vampire. 15 plus what is my wisdom again? 4, 19. Haha.
So, you're like really blissed out, and then something in the back of your mind says, he's moving his teeth to my neck. Something in the back of your mind's like, that's not right. Something is off here. As you feel, uh, uh, he's like creepily running his tongue along your neck, and his teeth are starting to sink in. What do you do?
Palm strike to the face.
Okay. Go ahead. Give me an attack roll.
Yeah. That was terrible. It didn't work because it was only a 3, and I don't even know what my hand-to-hand
It does
is.
not
but
matter, but it's not going to
That's
be
not
good.
enough.
All right. You do stop the bite because of the sudden motion, and he was not expecting a target that was resisting. And his head misses, and he's like, relax. Everything's going to be fine.
So what I do is I had an idea, and then I forgot my idea that I had.
That's because you drank too much.
Totally. So instead, I'm going to come up with a different idea, which is I'm going to cast Charm Person. I'm going to charm him right back.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Ooh.
So I do that. I Charm Person.
Okay. What's the save DC?
The 15.
He fails his save.
Oh,
So drunk Zuki has just charmed a vampire.
Charm me? No, pal. Charm you.
So okay. So now what do you say? What do you do?
I'm like, hey, there's lots of people over there. Why don't we go over there and see if we can find someone? And she saunters over towards Keel and says, hey, Keel, have you met my friend? What's your name again? And he tells me his name.
I'm Anthony.
Hey, Anthony. I mean, Keel, this is Anthony. And she whispers really loudly to him. She's like, he's got fangs.
You're like in the middle of a beer pong game, and like people are chanting your name, but she's like, and Zuki is drunk stage whispering, and everyone's hearing it. And Anthony's like, yeah, I got fangs, and like he flashes his fangs at you.
No, I think he's a vampire and he was going to suck my blood.
Keel takes his final shot. Hopefully it goes in.
It does.
Sweet.
Because I mean, it would ruin the moment if it didn't. It has to go in.
That's right.
Story, man.
And whisper to Zuki, did he try and bite you?
Well, he tried, but I'm super charming.
Great. And after hearing that, Keel winds up and smacks this guy right in the face as hard as he can.
Open palm or
No, closed fist.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a d20. I'll give you advantage because he's not resisting because he thinks he's with one of Zuki's friends, and she's his friend. So.
It's a nat 20.
Oh, okay.
Jeez, I gotta steal those dice.
So,
Back off.
I mean, a fist strike for you is still just 1 to 2, right? Plus strength.
Right. So it would be a 1 plus.
So you roll you'd roll a half a d6. So you'd roll a d6 twice, and or not a half. I mean, 1, 2, 3 is a 1, 4, 5, 6 is a 2. And so roll 2d6 and add strength.
2 5s.
So that would be 2
Plus-
points plus strength, and 4 points plus strength.
So 4 plus 3, so 7.
Okay, so I mean, Keel just does one of these, And then he doesn't even look. As it's sailing through the air, he balls up his right fist. He like makes the shot left-handed, balls up his right fist, shifts his whole body, and just cold cocks Anthony right across the face, and his head just snaps to the side, and he staggers off. Uh, Unfortunately, damage by an ally does give him another save, and he is successful. And he shakes his head, and his fangs come out, and he goes into a crouch stance. And like all across the dance floor, all of the girls stop dancing, and weapons come out of everywhere.
Is there a problem, officer?
And he looks, and Brittany walks over. Everything all right, Zuki?
Yeah, I mean, you guys can help kill him if you want to, or I could just do it. But I had a lot to drink.
What happened?
He tried to bite me, but I was super charming, so he didn't.
I'm very disappointed in you, Anthony.
See, she's disappointed in you because you shouldn't have come here because it was rude.
We invited
And
him.
how did you get in? Because you didn't get invited, did you?
We invited him. We invite all into our party, but there are rules.
You're right, the vampire. That was stupid.
Not all vampires are evil.
Well, he is. He tried to bite me.
You're right. And she goes like this, and a stake pops out of her sleeve, and she just boom stakes him. And poof, Buffy style, he just turns to dust.
Dusted. That was great. Where's the other alcohols?
Why don't you come sit down for a minute, and we'll get you some more. And Keel, take her to that chair over in the corner.
Keel nods and gently but firmly moves Zuki to the chair.
And you see a couple of the girls sweeping the vampire dust into a dustpan, and then tapping it through a funnel into a bottle, and then like stoppering it, and then you see them write Anthony on it.
Oh my god.
And and Brittany looks over and she's like, "What? That's worth a couple $1,000 right there. Why do you think we invite them?
You sell it? What is it good for?
The bounty? When a monster does something wrong, they're fair game."
Wait. Can't you just like go to the fireplace and stick some ashes in it and then write a name on it? You can like Fred, Barney, ridiculous, and then just sell them?
Well, they can test it. They'll know that this is vampire ash. Vampire ash and fire ash aren't the same thing.
Who's paying you all this money for these things?
The government. They can't police all of this themselves.
That makes sense.
So we help people, and we make money to keep the operations going as well. Pays for people's tuition, pays for their books, their phones, their laptops. That sweet backpack you got.
I love this backpack. It's really convenient.
Right?
I mean, I'm not wearing it right now. I'm just pointing to where it would normally be if I was wearing it.
I know. Okay, Zuki, give me one more con save at disadvantage.
God, 13. I was a nat 20 and a 13. 13, 3, 16.
Oh, 16. Yeah, I mean, you're
Oh.
you're doing okay. I mean, you're really really drunk.
I need some other dice.
You feel like if you take another drink, that one might come back on you. It's like it's fighting to come up.
Ooh, I don't want to throw up or anything. That's gross.
It's like starting to swirl a bit, and the room is starting to spin, but you're still holding it down, and you're like, I could keep dancing, I could party, I'm good, this is great. But while your mouth is saying more alcohol, your mind is saying, maybe not
really
more
comfortable.
alcohol.
I sit down on the couch because it's super comfortable, and I even like lay
It
down.
is. Yeah. And Keel, are you gonna kind of just watch over her while she's?
No, you go do your games and stuff. You have fun. I'm good. You have fun. Go.
Kilo
Brittany out of the
let
corner.
her.
Brittany out of the corner of your eye nods at you.
All right, I'll nod
And
back to Brittany and
when you look up, you notice that there's 3 or 4 sorority girls strategically positioned, kind of keeping an eye on Zoo. It's not that it's not a perimeter, but you know that anybody with intentions of trying to take advantage of a drunken sorority girl is not going to get anywhere near her.
How many vampires are going to be at one sorority party? Come on.
And so you go back to your game. Meanwhile, Zephyr's on the dance floor with a very, very aggressive sorority girl.
And I don't know if he's dancing or if he's just in a full-fledged panic or what's going on right now.
Well, you tell me what's going on. How is Zephyr reacting to this plaid mini-skirted, booted
He is
sorority girl
so
with a
far out of
ponytail?
his league right now. He is so far gone. And he's... let's go get a drink.
So she claps her
I need
hands
a
together and she's like, "Yay! Like a drink. That's a great idea. Let's go. Let's go." And like,
And so walk over. Is there anything there that's non-alcoholic?
oh yeah, absolutely.
And I grab non-alcohol right now. He's just terrified. Zephyr's like he has no idea what he should be doing.
And the music stops, and you hear the guy come on and say, "All right, we're gonna take a little bit of a break, but we will be back soon. Meantime, grab yourself a drink, grab a snack, and we'll see you guys back on the dance floor." And she's like, "Oh my God, Zephyr!
You think it's okay if I head up to the stage?
Play a song. You gotta play a song."
And
she like runs up to the stage. Everyone, she grabs the mic. Everyone, I just want you to know that my boyfriend Zephyr is coming onto the stage and he is gonna sing a song for you right now. And she hands you the microphone.
And I all of a sudden I change from having no idea what to do. I know what to do at this point. And I swing my guitar around and start playing, get a few riffs going and everything. Coming out of my cage and I've been doing just fine. Gotta be down because I don't want it all. It started out with a kiss. How did it end like this? It was only a kiss. It was only a kiss. And he just continues on and just totally losing himself in the music, and has found himself he's exactly where he wants to be right now.
All right, go ahead and give me a performance check. Are you doing anything with the music other than just playing? Like, are you doing any inspiration or?
No, I'm not at this point. I'm just singing, doing all I can to get back into my world that I'm comfortable in. Let's see. An 18 plus an 11 would give me a 29 on my performance.
This is an epic performance. Zuki, even in your drunken state, like near passed out on the couch, your head is bopping, and you're like, "That's Zephyr singing. He sounds good."
She kind of stumbles up off the couch and she walks over to Didi and she says, "He is not your boyfriend." And she pushes Didi down.
Oh!
Cat fight, baby.
Didi like gets up and she's like, "Zuki, like, what's going on?
He's not your boyfriend, okay? Just don't call him that.
What do you care?"
Shut up. He's not your boyfriend. What do you care?
I invited him to the party. I came to the party. He came to the party. Did you see the picture I sent him?
Oh my God.
No.
And look, and like she pulls out her phone and shows the picture of her, like, dressed like this with her tight shirt and her miniskirt. And look how he came dressed. Does he ever dress like that usually?
So you sent a picture of you. Is this the first person you sent a picture of you to? Whatever. So that's not a label.
And she walks up on stage, and like as he finishes the song, she just plants a kiss on your lips, Zephyr. And then she breaks the kiss, looks at Zuki, and walks away.
Ugh.
Zuki runs after and punches her.
Fight!
All right, go ahead and give me an attack roll.
19.
All right.
Whatever my hand
Yeah, roll,
combat is.
roll a
I hit her.
roll a d6.
5.
Okay, so that's 2 points plus whatever your strength modifier is.
Ooh, not great. -1. 4.
Okay. Negative. So that's 1
I
point.
rolled a 5. I don't know what I get my plus because I don't have that written down. Because I don't really hit people with my hands very often.
Hand to hand, unless you're a monk, is 1 or 2 points of damage.
All right, so it's pretty much just a solid 5.
So that means a 5 would be 2. 1, 2, 3 is 1. 4, 5, 6 is 2. So 2 minus 1. So you did 1 point of damage.
Yes, I did 1 point of damage, but it was a.
It was an angry point. It's like you stagger up and like just says Zeph, you see Zuki stagger across the stage and like just punch her in the shoulder, like the back of the shoulder.
I start another song and just start rocking it.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3, take my hand and come with me because you look so fine that I really want to make you mine.
And
I say you look so fine that I really want to make you mine.
Dee Dee turns around, looks at you, says, "All right, look, you've been drinking, and I get that you don't do that a lot, so I'm gonna let that one go. But I have not been
yeah,
drinking."
but this one, she punches her again.
Oh my god.
Okay, give me initiative.
Oh, darn it, initiative. Okay, 14 plus 2.
No, you won initiative, so you can punch her again.
Yes. Ooh, 3.
You're like, how about this one? And like you swing wildly, and she just
Totally missed.
she leans back and brings up her arm, and a shield spirals out of her arm, and she backhands you with the shield. And that's going to hit.
Ouch.
Yeah, hang on a sec. And you take 5 points of bludgeoning damage,
Okay.
and I need for you to make a strength save.
Ooh, yeah, I have a -1 to strength. I'm really good at that. 3.
And you fall on your ass.
Ow!
So Keel, you like kind of you can hear the commotion because Zuki is not exactly being quiet. And after the way things went, you've been kind of keeping one ear, and so you're like, plop, 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 and then you walk away to go see what is going on. And you get there just in time to see Dee Dee saying, you get the first one for free, but I don't know what your deal is. You've been drinking. I'm gonna let it go. And Zuki's like, how about this one? And she swings wildly, and Dee Dee just shield bashes her onto the ground. And Dee Dee is just standing over her in an on-guard position, but she's not pressing the attack.
Kill will make his way through the crowd, try to get up on stage and put
Okay.
himself in between.
Zuki, your turn. Because it's going to take Keel at least a round to get there, because it's crowded.
I'm gonna stand up.
Well, Zephyr, seeing the actual violence going on at this point, is quickly ending his song with a very discordant note, and is going to grab Dee Dee. trying to grab her from behind and grapple her.
Okay, go ahead and give me an attack roll.
Oh, see what pluses do I get? That would be an 11.
She sees you out of the corner of her eye coming, and as you go to grab, she twists and reaches around and turns it into a dip, and then kisses you again.
I've got my teeth closed, and I'm like, ah! I
And,
give out a squeal.
and Keel, you get in between at this point, and Zuki, I'm assuming that you get up
Yes, I stand up.
unsteadily, but still up.
Yeah. And oh gosh, so she's now got him in some sort of dip, huh?
Yeah.
And she kissed him again.
Okay,
Does
so
she notice the look of terror on my face right now?
No. She's pretty focused on being drunk and being angry at Dee Dee.
So she doesn't want to knock both of them over because that'd be mean. So she says, I said he's not your boyfriend. And she storms off back towards the couch.
And Keel, you get up there just as like Zuki storms away, and like she does that whole shoulder thing as she's walking by because she's just pissed off. Like clips you in the shoulder as she's walking by. And normally you would just like kind of square yourself and she would bounce off, but you can see that she needs this, so you let her clip your shoulder. And Dee Dee pulls Zephyr back up and says, why don't you go play another one? I'm going to go talk to her.
Oh, this is going to go really well.
Dee Dee,
Shh.
I can't be doing
And
this.
she puts her finger up to your lips. It's okay. We're sisters. I got this.
Okay. And so I step back up to the mic, and this is an oldie but goodie, but I think you'll like it. And I
love it.
start doing the riffs and everything.
It's an oldie where I come from.
Louisiana goes to New Orleans, way back up in the woods among the evergreens. There stood a log cabin made of earth and wood, where lived a country boy named Johnny B. Good. And go into that.
So we've had A-Team, Ferris Bueller, and Back to the Future tonight. This is the best episode ever. This just is. It really is. So Dee Dee goes off of the stage and wanders by where the drinks are, and she goes to a punch bowl and scoops up this reddish-looking punch into some fairly tiny cups and brings it over, and she hands one to you. Look, I'm sorry. I didn't know you were like into him. You should have just said something. I wouldn't have made a move if I knew you cared.
Dad, I'm not into him. It's dumb. You're just not his girlfriend, okay?
Okay, like, so here, drink this. And she holds
No,
it up.
I'm not doing your stuff, whatever.
Look, it's a peace offering, okay? It's not going to hurt you. It's not going to sober you up. It's just punch.
She turns into a cockroach and crawls beneath the couch.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So you are beneath the couch,
Yes.
and she like kneels on the ground and she looks at it. All right. Look, you don't have to drink it. Just come out and talk to me. All right.
Nope. She's gonna crawl over towards the stage.
All right. When you crawl away.
I might get stepped on the way there.
What's that?
Trying not to get stepped on the way there by all the people dancing.
That's that's a good. Give me a dex save at disadvantage, because you are a drunken cockroach.
Yes, Drunken Cockroach, my new band name.
Oh, damn it!
Ah,
We
uh,
both fell asleep on that one, Billy.
I know.
that,
Not angry, just disappointed.
you said Dex?
Dex.
That was an 8.
Actually, if you have acrobatics, I'll allow you to add that in.
Yeah, it's the same modifier.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're like you're weaving your way, and you get maybe halfway to the stage, and someone steps on you, and you wild shape back into you, and the person falls onto the floor.
Hey, don't step on me, okay? That was mean.
Wait, where'd you come from?
I was right there. You stepped on me.
And they help you up. And Dee Dee has already made her way back to the stage, and she gives Zephyr a little cup of punch. And she's like, I tried. I want to talk to her. She doesn't want to talk to me. Maybe when she sobers up. I'll make it right. Don't worry. I really like you.
Dee Dee, you're a sweet girl. Is this going over the microphone?
Yeah.
I appreciate inviting me to the party. And he's just stumbling over every word that's coming out. I think I really like Zuki.
Are you breaking up with this girl on a microphone at a party
On the stage while she's
where
giving him
she invited you to the party
the
in
whole
front of all her sorority sisters?
yeah.
Everybody's hearing it.
So like as you're being helped to your feet, Zuki, you hear this is what you hear. And
I just really like
and
Zuki.
basically everybody in the room goes quiet as you do this over the mic.
There's that
And-
single record scratch.
Yeah.
Let's take it one step further. Is there a DJ at this party?
I know there was a band, but the band was on a break.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
But what do you got? What do you got? We'll work it in somehow.
I think the DJ takes that audio sample and immediately puts it into a mix. Like, I just really like Zuki.
I just
Zuki,
really like
Zuki.
Zuki. The I really like Zuki techno dance mix. And she just looks at you, looks at everybody. You can see tears welling up in her eyes, and she throws
Oh
the
my-
punch in your face, and she just runs off.
You guys suck.
Your move, Zuki.
I think I need to lay down. Zuki stops and she turns really slowly around and she starts walking back towards the couch because she cannot process or handle any of this right now.
And just as you get to the couch, there is an explosion of light and smoke from the stage.
Oh, okay.
Oh no!
And no, actually, Zephyr, what did you do when, like, after the punch got thrown at you? So Dee Dee
Zephyr
runs.
is still standing
You're
there
still just standing on
with
the
the
stage,
punch running down
Just
his
running-
face.
H.
and like the red dripping onto his crisp white shirt, and it's just.
They're all gonna laugh at you.
Wow, another good pull. That's amazing. And as that happens, I need you to make a Constitution save, Zephyr.
Because I'm so good at those. 12.
12. Zephyr, you stagger off the stage coughing from the smoke.
Okay.
And as the smoke clears a bit, you see 3 elderly women standing around a trash can that is on fire on the stage. When shall we 3 meet again, in thunder, lightning, or in rain? When the hurly-burly's done, when the battle's lost and won, that will be ere the set of sun. And one of them looks at Keel, and one of them looks at Zuki, and one of them looks at Zephyr on the floor. And a whole bunch of weapons have come out again, but everyone's just kind of holding position and watching to see what happens next.
And there's silence.
Keel slowly approaches the three women.
The one that was staring at you continues to stare at you and just keeps watching you the whole way.
Zuki sees Keel slowly approaching the women, and she starts to approach them too, but she's stumbling a little bit.
So Keel's walking in a straight, purposeful line, and Zuki is zigzagging, swaying.
And I actually get my guitar back in position again and start a tune going.
And as you start to strum, the one that's looking at you just snaps her hand at you. And you're like, maybe I don't want to play right now.
Pew!
And each of them is just looking intently at one of the three of you.
Okay, what is it you guys want? Because you're looking at us and it's creepy. What? What? We've seen you before.
You have this vague recollection of seeing them in an alley. It wasn't that long ago, but it feels like it was a long time ago.
Feels like
Yes, it
weeks.
feels like-
Months. Feels like
almost.
months ago.
ago.
Sorry, 17
But
weeks
it
ago.
was like 9 days ago.
Right. Okay. Yeah, easily. And Brittany kind of walks over to you. She's like, "You've seen these guys before?"
Yes.
Memory serves, I think it was only Zuki who caught sight of him.
Was it?
It wasn't just Zuki. There was more. I don't remember exactly who, but Zuki was the only one that was able to read the writing on the trash can, I think.
Yes.
And
Actually, I think we all did hear their opening
Yes.
spiel.
Okay.
and Brittany says to you, "Do we attack? Do we hold? You have the most experience here."
Don't. They're gonna say things. We have to listen. Shh.
She starts to say something to you.
Shh. And I put my hand over.
Shh, shh, shh. And the old ladies just stand there, continuing to stare, not saying anything.
Something
Okay,
wicked.
it's quiet, everybody. You say something now because it's quiet and you're on the stage.
One of them points a bony finger at you, Zuki, shaking, and then she just turns it and crooks her finger like this.
I walk towards her.
How
Keel
clo-
will follow very closely.
And Zephyr,
I'm heading towards Kill and Zuki. I'm
how close do you each get to your respective witch and the trash can?
well. If Zuki continues walking, I'm going to put my hand on her shoulder and see if we can stop her.
Okay.
And so,
Are you going to continue on walking, Zuki?
Yes.
Okay.
They call me over. I have to find out what they need.
Okay. She's continuing to walk, Zeph.
Zuki, wait, this isn't right. Hold on.
They're very important and they're not vampires.
I tried to play. They shut me down. I don't know that we have any
You
power
don't
here.
let me play your music. Now all of a sudden we can't be friends.
Wait, what?
What?
You can't be friends with them just because they don't want you to play your music right now. Maybe they have something to say.
I just don't think I just don't think we should approach them any closer. We're probably within 10 feet of the stage, I'm guessing.
They said shh like this. That's the universal sign for come here.
And I look over at Keel with pleading look in my eyes, and
Keel will look at Zuki then and do that motion after he hears universal symbol.
She
And
walks towards Keel.
one of the old ladies now points at Keel and crooks her finger toward him.
Now Keel will grab Zuki by the shoulders, look her in the eyes, wait right here. Don't move.
Do you look back at your witch, Zuki?
Yes, but I'm not moving. I'm just moving my head, but I'm really, the rest of me's all frozen.
She points at you again and motions for you to come over.
Okay, I walk towards her.
And your witch also motions you to come over, Zephyr.
I'm holding back.
Keel moves forward before the rest of anybody else can get up to them.
Am I still stopped from playing music?
Yeah. I mean, you could play it if you wanted. You just don't know what will happen. She's indicated to you in a very strong gesture that she doesn't want you to play music and that she wants you to come over. You can decide what to do on your own. And so, Keel, you're heading to your witch and trying to keep other people from walking over, and Zuki's heading over anyway.
And I'm stepping forward as well,
Okay.
trying to stay even with Zuki. Zuki, wait until Keel.
Wait. We saw them before and they did not hurt us and they gave us information, but I can't remember what the information was. But so maybe they'll give us the same information again or even more information.
So, Zuki, your witch drifts through the trash can that's on fire so that she's standing on the other side and almost face to face with you as you walk up.
I stand face to face with her.
Keel, yours steps out so that she's standing looking directly at you. Do you also go face to face?
I do.
Zephyr?
I end up face to face, I'm guessing, with my witch.
Each of them reaches their hands up and places them on the sides of your heads. And you hear their voices inside your mind.
This is so not good.
To tell the tale, we are bound. Earth and fire, sun and ground, wind and water, air and spray. Ask a question, know what you may. And then they drift back from you. And Brittany walks cautiously up and says, "What happened? We still haven't heard anything."
Guys, we can ask them questions.
And I actually ask, tell me, who are the elemental lords?
The first question has been asked. With giving knowledge we are tasked. Lords of elements, you would know. In the air, their names we show. And suddenly, shimmering in the air, you see four names. One of them appears in flaming letters, Imix, I-M-I-X. One of them appears in letters made of stone, edged in lava. It says Ogremoch, O-G-R-E-M-O-C-H. Then there are watery letters that look like they're accented by electric eels. Olhydra, O-L-H-Y-D-R-A. And then wisps of cloud form the last name, Yan Si Bin, Y-A-N-C-B-I-N. Each of those three separated by hyphens, so Yan-C-Bin. And the names hang in the air for a moment, and then she waves her hand and they disappear. And she turns into a pillar of smoke and disappears into the trash can.
Kazuki looks over at Keel like, do you have something? Because I'm still thinking because my brain is foggy.
The only thing that keeps coming to mind is this. And he'll turn to the witch. How do we defeat them?
Defeating the four is no easy task. There is no one path to the answer you ask. But all things are strong and all things are weak. Seek the flaw in each unique. And then she turns into a pillar of smoke and disappears into the trash can. Brittany is like leaning into you again and she says, I know I'm supposed to be quiet, but you are wasted, and an oracle is giving you a gift. Are you sure you don't want to sober up?
Yes. No. What is the right answer here? I should be thinking. How do I think?
I can make the drunkenness go away.
Yes. Thinking. Good.
And she hands you a potion.
I drink it.
You feel your insides churn and your head feels like it's going to explode, but then you think you're going to hurl all over her and then suddenly you just don't, and it's like you weren't drinking at all.
Whoa. Wow, that stuff is really effective.
Yeah, we'll talk later. I wasn't going to give it to you because I wanted you to have the full experience that you earned for yourself, but right now I think
Okay,
you
I
have...
have to think. Tell me this later. I have to think. I have to think.
Yeah, right. And she backs
Oh my god.
she backs away.
Keel, Zephyr, you have thoughts? I mean, I know what I want to ask, but what I want to ask has nothing to do with getting the elemental beings and the stuff we should be focusing on and the stuff we have to ask. So what do we do?
How much time do we have?
We don't know. There's no way we know. We gotta know. We gotta
You seek information. If you are smart, ask the question that is in your heart. And she like leers at you.
How do you bring your
And
mother back?
she puts your hand up to you,
And
like silent, and your words literally cut off. Zephyr's lips are still moving, but no sound is coming out.
what is the thing within me that will help me to bring her back?
The thing within, sent down from above, is a thing you already possess, a daughter's love. And then she turns into a column of smoke and disappears.
I was really hoping it was going to be more straightforward than that. Like, here's that weapon you happen to have on you that you just didn't. This is Zuki. She's whining.
Yeah.
Sorry. She's whining.
And then the smoke starts pouring out of the trash can again, and like the whole stage is obscured. And then as the smoke clears, the trash can is gone, and it's like they were never there.
Well, that's not what I expected this evening to be.
You and me both.
Do I remember the stuff that happened?
Oh,
'Cause I was
yeah.
really drunk.
You were really
remember
drunk, but you remember everything you said and did.
Okay.
And you remember everything that was said. You remember Zephyr announcing to the entire party. It just suddenly comes back to you, in a roaring flash. I like Zuki, 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 Zuki.
And it's just the DJ outside practicing.
That's right. It's just it's a remix.
Waka waka waka.
Looks over at Zephyr.
I think maybe we should head out.
You mean like go?
Go.
Like leave? She looks over at Heel. What do you think?
Brittany looks over at Zephyr and says, "Well, I think you should leave." That was pretty.
I think me and Zephyr are gonna head back.
Mind if I catch a ride?
Brittany looks at you and says, "I think you should stay and talk to Dee Dee."
I don't think I want to.
I know you don't want to. I wouldn't want to if I were in your shoes, but it's the right thing to do.
I think I'll come back.
No, Zuki. I think you should stay.
Oh,
Give me a call when you're done, and I'll come and get you.
We can wait outside.
Zephyr, I think I should go.
Fight.
I would. I think you need to follow your instincts on what you should do. I think you believe you should go, but what do you think you really should do?
I want to go.
Then let's go. And I put my arm out, kind of like with the crooked elbow.
She turns into a cockroach and crawls up his arm to his shoulder.
And I turn around and start heading out the door, towards the door.
Keel?
He's gonna hang back and talk with Brittany real quick.
Okay.
I'm so sorry. And he'll give Brittany the house address. And if Dee Dee, if Dee Dee and if you feel like it would be a good thing, stop on by. I'll make sure that we can at least have a chat.
Perfect. Just
Thank you, Keel. It's growing pains, but it's a thing that if you're going to be part of a family, sometimes you have to do the thing you don't want to do.
Yeah, I know that way too much.
When I saw the way she was partying tonight, I thought she was going to learn a few hard lessons. I didn't want to give her the easy way out, but you saw what happened there. There really wasn't a choice.
Yeah, yeah.
Thanks.
I would say you come by too as well, so we can kind of discuss what that whole thing was about the oracles.
You're a good guy, Keel. Thanks. And she goes and she hugs you.
Give her a hug back.
Not like an overly handsy, aggressive, just like a friendly, affectionate sort of a thing. But
Right.
but definitely sincere. And then you guys go out to the car and drive the Bentley home. As you get there, another car, a town car, pulls up, and Reg is carrying Nick out. Nick is screaming "Pit" in a decidedly high-pitched voice that is sure to bother the neighbors, and his head is really tiny, and he's holding a plastic bucket full of chocolate coins that he was too drunk to notice were chocolate, but everyone else can tell that they are absolutely chocolate coins.
Hey there, gang. How was your party?
Are those chocolate pigs?
What?
You notice
Can
What's going on?
You notice that Zephyr has what looks like red punch all over his nice white shirt that you bought him.
Zephyr, no, I bought you that suit. You're supposed to be a grown up and wear the grown up suit, and you spilled punch all over it.
I don't know that I one that spilled the punch.
Oh, okay. Wait, hang on. You look confused as all hell. Zuki looks pissed and confused. And Keel
Is
looks
she
like
still a cockroach?
Oh, that's right. No, it was probably, I don't know how far away it was.
No, you would have changed back in the car.
Okay. Yeah.
And Keel, you look like you've been babysitting all night. Yep, definitely a college party.
And Nick's got a tiny head.
And do you guys head in and sleep it off, or?
I will.
Lucky, 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 lucky.
I will. I will get Nick settled, and then I will go sit outside and just sort of enjoy the night air. I probably bought a cigar.
Oh yeah, I was picturing you sitting on the front stoop with a cigar. Zuki, you get up to your room and your trap has been triggered, and it looks like the stuff that was spilled has been somewhat mopped up. Someone tried to clean up after themselves, but a mess was made. Your alarm was triggered. The bucket of liquid was spilled, and then everything was just kind of hastily pushed inside and mopped up.
I just yell from the room. I don't even go and search. I'm like, crap! Who messed up my trap?
Do I hear this? I'm assuming
You're just next door, so yeah.
Yeah, I actually leave my room and go around and say, we thought you were here. I'm sorry.
Because you thought I was here.
No. The door was unlocked. I knocked. I called your name, and
I didn't answer. You decided to break in my room.
I didn't know what to do. You were just there. We
Also,
were heading to the
Zuki,
party.
just for your reference, Zuki. After this, Mom said, "Oh yeah, Zuki left for the party. I didn't know you didn't know that. So, you had told Mom, so she knew where you were."
Sorry, we you didn't answer the door. It was unlocked. I just poked my head in to see if you were there. And
Wait, you just poked your head in? All of this stuff is knocked over. Your head did not knock over this stuff.
It happened when I opened the door. I didn't go into your room. I just looked around the corner and it didn't get on me. You can see it didn't hit me at all because I wasn't in your room. I stayed back and cleaned up the mess as best as I could.
You had to go in to clean up the mess, though.
No, I didn't. Yeah, okay, but not really in. It was just over. My hand went in your room. I was in my suit and I was kneeling down and I was afraid that I would and I thought, and it just I look at the towels, you can see I cleaned. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you did go in my room.
My hand, and maybe my foot when I kicked the bucket in. Okay, and my head when I looked around the corner, which probably would have brought my... Okay, yes, I went into your room looking for you. I didn't touch anything other than, the bucket, which I...
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry. I thought you were here. I wasn't trying to invade your privacy, or I'm sorry. I give her puppy eyes.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that's not going to work on me.
Oh, whoops.
Nice try. Why don't you just go call Dee Dee? And she walks in the room and slams the door.
And I rock forward a few times, kind of beating my head against the door 3 times, and then turn around and
knock,
walk
knock, knock,
in my
Zuki.
room.
Knock, 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 Zuki. Knock, 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 Zuki.
No, it was slower knocking
Yeah.
than it is,
I realize that.
and close the door to my room. And I'm not going to tell you what I do in my room.
That's probably
'Cause
best,
nobody else knows.
especially given the way this session has gone. And anybody else doing anything before they go to sleep? And so
I just
Spit take. Yeah, I win. And I'm done.
So basically,
My job here is done.
Nick and
Thank you, ladies
Keel,
and gentlemen. I'll be here all week.
Nick and Keel are in the basement. Keel, you're trying to go to sleep to the chanting of "peh, peh," and he like just the chanting just gets quieter and quieter before he just passes out. And then sometime in the middle of the night, his head returns to normal size.
I smoke my cigar outside on the
And
the
then
front stoop.
and then
Front
head to
porch.
bed. And Zuki, you have a far more restful night than you earned,
Yes.
given the punishment that you inflicted upon yourself. Everybody gets a reasonably good night's sleep, with the possible exception of Zephyr.
I'm actually leaned up against the wall, playing extremely softly, no amplification, but I'm just playing my guitar as a tear slowly
Single
goes down
tear.
my cheek.
And I feel like he's probably
Yeah.
playing something like "Killing Me Softly,"
Yeah.
While my guitar gently weeps.
or "While My
yeah,
Guitar."
that's the one.
That works too. And then Reg, you are awakened at about 9 the next morning by a knock on the door. You're the closest to it.
I will get up. I will smooth over my shirt and suit coat and put one hand on the holster of my crossbow and go to the door.
Okay, and you open it.
Is there a peephole?
There is.
What is through the peephole?
Brittany and Dee Dee. Brittany is standing there with her hand on Dee Dee's shoulders, and Dee Dee is standing there with her arm crossed, tapping her foot.
I will open the door a crack and be like, hello, girls. Just 1 minute. Let me get a little situated, okay?
Sure.
Yeah. I will close the door and I will turn up, and the cat who ate the canary grin on my face go, Zephyr, I believe it's for you.
And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
Just a slow pitch to Brian
And boom. Yeah,
There we go.
that's pretty much the moment that I was looking to end on. So I apologize for running a bit long, but all of us kind of chatted at intermission, and we wanted to make sure that Zuki got a little bit of extra playtime since she had such a horrible, horrible day. And so we all agreed to extend to like 12:15, 12:20. So thank you in the audience for sticking with us so that we could get that satisfying end to the evening. What a night. I agree with Reg. I mean, especially since Cali Dragon managed to make it for about an hour and a quarter, an hour and a half of the episode. I think this has turned into one of my favorite episodes just because... Go ahead.
Name proposal for the episode?
Yes.
What is your current contender?
Well, the current name was just Magical Sorority Girl Party, but we need to change that.
Can we change it to Leprechaun and Cat Fights?
Ooh. Oh, actually, the other name that I'd come up with, which now has an even better meaning, which was Leave the Girl, Take the Bentley.
Yes, perfect.
I feel like that...
Leave the girl, take the Bentley.
Yes,
yeah, that's better.
that is going to be the new name of this episode. Leave the Girl, Take the Bentley. And Callie, not that you have any time to do any of this, but when you do finally watch the first chunk of the episode, even though you're going to be shaking your head and going, I can't leave them alone for a minute, you are going to be laughing quite heartily. This was a very lighthearted and fun and entertaining episode. And we are all so glad that you made it back to be such a big part of it. So thank you for rushing home and jumping in without even taking a break. Thank you in the audience for watching. Tomorrow night, Jackbox. Friday, Web of Lies. Saturday, Coffee Shop of Horrors Drunken Dread All-Star Epic Super Smash Edition. I'm just going to keep making things up as we go. And then Monday, Chosen Family. So thank you all. Come join us in the Discord. I don't think anyone's going to be on the voice chat for very long because we ran long and we're all super tired. But come and at least say hi, and we'll tell you how much we love you. Join us on the Discord if you need to know how. I'm popping that out there now because Fire's computer basically, or her internet basically died on her. Thank you all for sticking with us. Have a good night.
Pit.
Oh, and that's right. And Nick did promise to either sing "Jump in the Line" or "Africa."
Well,
in,
actually,
in
I
leprechaun
have
voice.
I have a different song that was inspired by this episode, so you have to come in and find out what it is.
He's going to sing a song in a leprechaun voice inspired by this episode. So, okay, we're really turning off now. We'll see you shortly. Peace. We love you.